shop on the edge of town. Bottles bubbling, shades of brown. With a wink, he'll sell you dreams. Potion man's got magic schemes. Potion man with your reasonable price. Mixing spells and a pinch of spice. Magic scrolls if you're feeling bold. A wizard's heart, a story untold. Behind the counter his cauldron steams. A dash of hope, a pinch of dreams. He hums a tune as he brews the night, turning darkness into light. Potion man with your reasonable price. Mixing spells and a pinch of spice. Magic scrolls if you're feeling bold. A wizard's heart, a story untold. He'll fix your luck with a crimson brew, or sell a scroll to make skies blue. In his hands the world takes form, a potion to weather any storm. Late at night when the shop is dim, he whispers secrets to the wind. Potion man with his careful art, brewing wonder straight from the heart. Potion man with your reasonable price. Mixing spells and a pinch of spice. Magic scrolls if you're feeling bold. A wizard's heart, a story untold. Hey, hey.
Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to another live stream. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield. Well guys, it's part 8 of playing the story here in the Kingdoms of Harad. I had my night off, so we're doing a stream tonight, Monday night, or whatever you're watching. I'm happy you're here, no matter when. This is way in the future, or in the past. Anyway, welcome those here live as well. We're gonna have a lot of fun today, and have a blast. I'm not quite sure, my Twitch stream seems to be a little glitchy there. I'll figure that out later, so if you're watching on Twitch, hello. I will watch on the other screen and make sure I can see you. All right, so welcome. We're gonna have some fun. We left off in the last one right as Daxamax, which is the brother of Jajax, right? The two basically pirates from Umbar. Of course, there, guys. they're kind of like leading an assault, and they just saved me and Jajax from prison, right, Zollin, or whatever your character is if you're playing your character. And they saved you in the story and got us out because basically part of the Kindred of the Coin have kind of betrayed the other part of the Kindred of the Coin in the city. So very interesting. I like that the big orc guy is still like a good guy and Elraandor, but we found out that the one dwarf and the one lady are not, at least they're doing something for money, most likely, been paid off. Who knows? We'll figure that out. We haven't gotten that far in the story. But where we left off was basically we were chasing their fleet, which was allowed to get through the sea opening. So if you can see right here, we have the ocean sea opening here. And there's a big river that goes through the Ikervan Valley. And there is a port city, which is where they had a hidden spot where they had ships being built for a long time that Sauron originally used. And now Nasaki, Wave Reaper, is using that fleet to go and wreak vengeance on Gondor. And of course, we know that the Tharduth, which are the undead evil servants of actually Morgoth, not Sauron, are reawakened, basically undead tombs, and they've come back to life, and they are manipulating the kingdom of Ordok, which is down here in the new region, right? So this is a little flashback of what we did. We did a 4-hour stream for part 7, doing a bunch of the stories, so I'm kind of trying to catch you up. And MX Duel is the city that they kind of control right now, even though they're farther south, their kingdom. And there's a bunch of different wars going on. So we rode as fast as we can to warn Umbar. And then we found out we were betrayed, and they had sent off Elraandor and the orc guy, which were part of the council somewhere else, so they couldn't really stop anything from happening. And we got imprisoned, and then they got through the sea gate, which is out here. There's a big sea gate somewhere. I forget where they have it, but it closes off the waterway. So they're on their way, basically in the Bay of Belfast, to go attack Gondor. All right, so that's like where we are in the story. And we hopped on, I forget her name, but her ship to go and catch them. And I think we caught up, and that's where we left off. That's where the cliffhanger was in the last stream and event. So that's where we're at. We're chasing. So there's probably going to be a lot of action in this stream today in the storytelling, and I'll do my best with the voices, and the reading of the stories. But we're going to try to get through and finish the rest of the story that we're at, that at least we have right now. I don't know, they might add more later with little mini expansions that are free, but we'll see. So I gotta click this to get back in. So we're gonna teleport back in, and this is where we are, and I believe they are attacking one of the Gondor settlements. So this is King's Gondor, and this is in Harland, is in flames. So we caught up with the fleet, and yes, they are indeed attacking Gondor, so we are going to attempt to help them. I am gonna pull out my battle axe, since this is solo. I do not want to be in tank mode because this will take forever otherwise. Let me go ahead and just switch out to my battle axe. So anyway, welcome guys to the stream. Thanks for being here. It's thinking. Give it a second to catch up. All right, we are going to turn down the sounds a wee bit. They seem a little loud to my ear. I don't know if they are for you guys. Are they too loud, the sounds? They sound pretty loud. I'm going to turn them down just a wee bit. All right, let's do 80% there with the sounds, and let's bring sound effects down a little bit, and we'll bring the music, bring the music like 22, ambient sounds maybe 70, combat sounds we'll leave at 35. There we go. How's that? A little better with the sound balance, just a wee bit. It's a little loud still, but I think that'll bring it down to there. All right, that should be a little better balance of sound. Hey guys, welcome. Why, hello there, General Kenobi. I always say hello there, and everyone's always like, General Kenobi! The Star Wars memes in the Lord of the Rings channel, right? Hello there, what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome. There's one of you over on Twitch, too. Hello, and there's 10 of us here. All right, so we are going to continue the adventures today. All right. So this is the lady that helped us. Now, I believe that she is actually supposed to be a Bjorning child, I believe. But I'm not going to worry about that. I thought she was from the previous expansion, but I remember playing it, but it's been 2.5 years now, so.
The Harland burns.
We'll go through all that again.
Too late.
The Harland burns. We have arrived too late. All right, sweet. I get my guys. I can be Dax and Max whenever I want. Yes, hurrah. Everyone needs this.
Gondor cannot be without defenders.
Gondor cannot be without defenders. Where are its knights? Where are its fighters? The King of Gondor would not permit an incursion so near the White City to remain unmet, unless he had no choice. We must press forward to the northwest in search of any who might stand against Nasaki. Or, Akasi, I think is actually how you should say it. But there's no map, so this is an instance location. It still seems loud to me. I'm going to bring it down to 50%. If it is too quiet, let me know, but it just sounds too loud to my ear. So I'm going to assume that my things are telling me the truth here. All right. So everything's on fire. Where do we have to go to save Gondor? Oh gosh, the blue flames. So these are obviously, because they're blue, they're hotter flames. There's a whole story behind them. They're a special type of flames. I'm gonna have to, there are orcs on the ships. So the people who are attacking are a group of orcs left over from Mordor. The Ordok Empire, which are the Haradrim, basically, one of the most evil groups, and then some traitorous corsairs. So that's pretty much the team that has been sent to stop us, but we will not allow it. No, we will not. All right, out of my way, orcs. All right, make your way to the northwest in search of Gondorian defenders. Oh, look, there's a Gondorian defender right there. Out of my way, orc. I like these new earbuds, but they give me an interesting balance of sound sometimes. A soldier of Gondor beckons you to him.
Is that you?
Is that you, Zollin? We are hard pressed here, and we have lost many men in an attempt to learn what villains, but, oh, that's an interesting version of that word. Bedevil us? Interesting. Bedevil us! I thought the Corsairs tasted bitter defeat during the war, their fleet destroyed. You tell the soldier that the Song of Waves and Wind has been kept secret from most of Umbar, but a member of their captains schemed to use it against Gondor. We sailed forth from Minas Tirith when we first received word of an enemy ship sailing towards the Harland. King Elisar led the charge, but we could not get near enough to for fear of the terrible blue flames fired from their weapons. Is it true that they have wrought new quantities of Umbari fire? The king was pushed away from the river. Find his men to the northwest, past the graveyard. All right, so Gondor is obviously fighting this giant fleet. So we destroyed some of their ships. We probably removed like half of them, but they'd been building in secret like 100 warships, which is a lot. So they most likely still had around probably 50 at least warships. I mean, each of those could probably pack on probably over 100 orcs or so. It's not a small army. It's not the army that attacked previously, but Gondor has been weakened, obviously. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get on my mount here. Anyway, this is very exciting because I've been wanting to get to the end of the story, and it's really getting quite epic. All right. Borndin calls out greeting as you approach the upper slope.
Do my eyes deceive me? No. You have returned to stand with us.
Against the Corsairs of Umbar, Zollin? I only hope you have not arrived too late. When we traveled with King Elisar to the outer Gondor, that he might hear the concerns of his people and help them rebuild from the war, I did not think we would so soon be thrust once again into such a horrors as have come to Harlan this day. It is my duty and Lorion's to safeguard the king, but how can we protect him against a fleet that wields such terrible weapons, that is crewed by every enemy that ever vowed to destroy Gondor, Corsairs, Haradrim, and Orcs, all united in hatred against us? King Elisar has established a camp on the overlook atop this sloping path, Zollin. Go to him and learn what can be done against these invaders, if there is anything. Yes, indeed. All right, up the hill we go. The explosions in the background sound effects are pretty cool. You guys hear it? All right, there he is. King Elisar stands atop the overlook, preparing for the counterattack. Aragorn. Don't worry, Zollin is here to help. I've traveled across the ocean to get here. King Elisar turns to face you, his expression brightening as he recognizes your return from the distant lands. You return to Gondor in its time of need, my friend. I deem that it is no coincidence. Tell me everything you know of this fleet and the villains who captain it. All right. Elisar sighs when you finish your accounts, and you can tell the events of the day have taken their toll. By the way, so obviously you all know what happened because I gave you the recap at the beginning of the stream, right? All right. So basically, I tell him everything that we found out now, and who's betrayed who, and who's the bad guy, and who's leading it, and who's really behind everything, so on and so forth. Let's see. How am I going to do this voice? King of Gondor, the death of Nasaki's husband, Tumuldur, at the hands of the Airsworn has an injustice, but it cannot warrant such an attack at this. Had she remained in Umbar, nursing her hatred of Gondor, that would be a sorrow, and I would share her grief. But for her to seize command of this fleet and these weapons and bring them to bear against my people, that could not be forgiven. I agree, yes, I agree, absolutely. 5 ships have come to Harland, wielding the hungry fire I thought was gone. The Saki's captains, the largest of these. 2 others are crewed by Haradrim soldiers, and 1 has orcs aboard. I could not see who commanded the crew of this ship, but your account, I deem it be Balakad, son of Balakor, the Scourge. The heir of Castamere remains to trouble us, it seems. It has been a losing struggle to this point, Zollin, but perhaps your arrival will help to turn the tide. Speak to my attendants here on the Overlook, and we will begin to fight back against these invaders. All right, Florian.
The ship sailed into the Harland with no warning.
The ship sailed in the Harland with no warning, Zollin. Their crews of orcs and Haradrim set the port ablaze. In the span of a single hour, they came ashore, and we met them with sword and spear. But we were unprepared for such ferocity in the time of peace. Our counterattack will come, and it must come soon. Face any of those who would pillage the Harland, and you will help us regain the advantage. Alright, I gotta go kill a bunch of orcs. I'm down.
It's only been a matter of weeks since I traveled with you in Unfunds. So much has happened.
Alright. We're gonna turn that down.
It's only been a matter of weeks since I traveled with you in Unfunds. So much.
The sound effects are like too loud. We're readjusting here. I'm readjusting. Hold on. Let's see. Can we hear him better now?
It's only been a matter of
there we go.
weeks
That's
since I
better.
traveled with you in Unfunds.
Readjusted.
So much has happened.
So much has happened. Matter of weeks since I traveled with you in Anfalas, Zollin, but so much has happened. It is true that the son of Balakor, the Scourge captains one of these ships against us, are the heirs of Casimir behind this attack. You tell Affadarier, that's not how you say his name. These names. PH, so it should say Affadare, maybe? Affadaria? I don't know. We'll say Affadare. Affadare, that Balakad supplies corsair crews for some of Nasaki's fleet. But most of those ships were destroyed before they could sail to Gondor. You ask him what you can do to help fight against the 5 ships that made the journey. There was much chaos as we traveled to this overlook, Zollin, and we were pursued by our enemies as the king's groom? Oh. It is my job to see the horses, and I did as best I could, but 2 of them slipped away from my tending and fled towards the main street that runs through the center of Harland. They were crazed by the flames, you see. Who among us was not? If you find Aglad and Geranor, send them back to me if they are still alive. So, find the horses. Got it. All right.
King Elisar rode bravely from the White City and led a sortie against the invaders.
But we were pushed back to this hill. During the retreat, some of our soldiers dropped their weapons on the slope. Retrieve these weapons as you descend from the outlook and leave them in the weapons barrels at the been placed by the graveyard. They will be used again. All right, some basic questing. Got it. I do like that you go from like doing really, really insanely intense things into like more humble things you help with in LOTRO, because like I feel like as a hero, right, you shouldn't just always be like, I'm the spotlight all the time. All right, sometimes you just gotta help and do the little things. Anything to help. So I kind of like that about LOTRO. It kind of gives you a feeling of your character's like being humble about things. Like, yeah, I can help with that. Gondorian blades. Oh, there weren't too many blades dropped. I'm glad I didn't make like a realistic amount of like 40. Pick up 40 blades. Oh gosh. I can't use the map apparently because there is no map here. So we're in an instance location. All right, so that's a lot of fire. We need to, all right, scout these areas, and we don't want to do footsteps in the mire. Let's get rid of that. Leave weapons in the collected barrels by the graveyard. There it is right there. Let's do that right now. All right, find the horses and kill some orcs. I can do that. So let's go ahead and look for the horses first. Oh my gosh. Those blue flames really are just absolutely destroying. So now Harland is the bay, guys, right in front of the, it's the outer wall, basically, port that's on the river. It's the spot you see in the movie where they, the undead get out of the ships and Aragorn with Gimli and Legolas hop out. Remember in the movie, and then they like charge? It's that port. That's Harland. That's where we are right now. It's the main port, basically, city that bring ships into Gondor. I wonder where this orc may be. Zollin does not discriminate against his enemies. Take this. There's one of the horses. Oh man, this area was so pretty and they were just rebuilding it. This is horrible. Oh no. Oh my gosh, so many dead Gondorians. It's horrible. Right after the other big war. All right, it's been set back to safety. I don't know how he wouldn't be scared of those flames again. He, she, I don't know that name. Who knows? All right, we need one more horse. Kill a couple more orcs. So, and this was a surprise attack, so they probably didn't have that many soldiers stationed here. All I can say is that's a lot of dead Gondorians. That's like horrifying. It's horrible! They lived through the Great Battle of Pelennor Field just to die at this attack. Very brave of them to fight, though, obviously. No insult to their memory. All right. I'm gonna fight a troll. Die, troll, die. We really gotta fight with these other horses. Aha! Turn the tables! Take that! I'll cut you at your ankles. Take that, troll. Alright, he's down. The fact that I'm getting like 70, 85 frames all these flames is pretty damn good, though. Alright, there's gotta be another horse right here, right? Where is the other horse? Out of my way, Corsair. It says the other horse is that way, so I will follow the tracker. Can I go through this flame? Yes, we dwarves naturally have very hardy flame resistance. Oh, well. Except we struggle against invisible barriers. That's our one weakness. Dang it. Dang it. Woo, woo, hot! Hot! Woo, I'm on fire! I love how I wasn't affected at all by that flame. His body armor is specialized, and also my cloak might look like a regular cloak, but it actually has mithril woven into it, which is why it's fireproof. It's a very expensive cloak. All right. Roar! All right, we're very close now. It says that he's this way. All right, to the horse! I mean, to the king! Still one of my favorite abilities, to the king, that it's called that. It's such a cool term. All right, there he is. Go back, quickly. All right, there we go. Return to the graveyard. Can I go through this wall of flames here? Everyone hold your breath. Nope. Curses, invisible walls. All right, I'll get my goat. Also very hardy against flames. Except for his fur. Hey guys, welcome to the stream over on Twitch. Hi there. Is it worth to play LOTRO? That's the question I was just asked in Twitch. You want the long answer or the short answer? Short answer, yes, absolutely. Long answer, do you like MMOs and that kind of play style? But yes, this game is very worth it. It is really, it's very much growing right now. They're doing massive updates on it. It's probably the most faithful game to Lord of the Rings lore. I think I can pretty safely say that. It's pretty awesome. All right, Efron urgently calls you to him. And again, remember, a lot of this stuff is you play through the original story, you play through all the main books as like a side character playing along. A lot of this stuff is like now made up from the appendices. They've added a lot of these stories that we're playing right now. We are way far into the storyline. And it's really cool. It really fits. I would call it like Legends because it fits in really well.
Did you see the son of Balakor? I heard shouting above the tumult.
And voices cry that the heirs of Castamere have designs upon the White City. Could it be true? You assure Aphidaria that the Airsworn will not have victory despite their initial success, and that the counterattack will begin at Elisar's command. Of course. Heed not my jumbling thoughts. All right, King Harad. The king expression is already greatly changed from when you first encountered him today. His weariness has been replaced with determination. This is the hour in which we fight back against invaders, he says. Elraandor tells me that Nasaki is broken with his kindred and is an enemy too of Umbar. I believe him. He counts himself no longer a man of Gondor, but today we will fight side by side to prevent Nasaki and her allies from endangering our lands and our homes, though they be not shared. All right, Elraandor, made-up character for LOTRO, awesome character.
We have to do something about the Narjok weapons Nakasi has mounted upon the song.
We have to do something about the Nasaki weapons Nasaki has mounted upon the song, which are the ships. It's the whole point of the story.
Nakasi inflicted great damage upon the Harlong with her initial attack, but her forces are limited.
To those who made the crossing, the soldiers of Minas Tirith greatly outnumber the warriors from Nasaki's disposal. When King Elisar mounts his counterattack, they should be able to overwhelm the crews of the song. Narok weapons remain the real danger, for they greatly make up for her disadvantage in numbers. We have to disable those weapons, Zollin. I will go with Rothog to destroy Narok weapons aboard the Orc ship. You should find Jax on the eastern side of the port city near the docks and go with him to destroy Nahar's weapons aboard one of the Ordaki vessels. Then we will have leveled the playing field somewhat and giving King Elisar the opportunity to mount the counterattack. This is the, what Surgon wanted, Zollin. Peace between Gondor and Umbar. I will not allow Nasaki to shatter the chance for good relations between our peoples. Because remember, Aragorn, as we know, Tolkien told us, is trying to, like, make everyone chill now after the whole Sauron manipulating so many different groups of people. This guy's trying to help with that. Okay. Find a Jax on the eastern side of the burning Harland. Alrighty. On the eastern side. So I'm assuming way over here somewhere. Let us ride through this flame. Just kidding. Oh, I touched it. Jump, my goat! Oh, apparently I can't go through that. Okay. Good to know. Alright, eastern side. Oh man, Harland is not looking so hot. Oh wait, maybe it is looking hot. Not in a good way though. Alright, that was a bad joke. Where is he supposed to be? I must have to flip through. Usually there's a little bit of a maze in a big event like this. Oh, there we go. We go through here. They don't usually, they want you to like go through the same spot if possible. All right, I have a feeling he's probably over here. All right, here's all their evil ships that they've docked in. They're attacking. Where is Jax? Find Jax on the, okay. On the eastern side of the burning Harland. Prepare the storm dock. Okay, preparing the storm docks. So, I definitely rode east. We are on the east side. Is he... Where is he? I'm just checking. He's not in here, is he? Like, have to, like, save him. I thought it was the eastern side, but... It's weird to me that they don't have, little quest finder like the other two things. Is that him right there? On the port city, preparing the storm docks. These guys are all chasing me around. They're like, get him! Alright. I'm just gonna fight all these guys for fun. Alright, fight me, you cowards! Bow! Knocks them all down. These guys are nothing. Nothing. I don't even have DPS gear on and they're dying like flies. Okay. What is that guy doing in the water down there? What you doing? He's like, dang it! Stop shooting me with arrows when I'm trying to swim back! Alright, well, there he is. I guess he just reset. Alright, well. I may have walked past him. It's probably my fault. So, let me just backtrack a little bit. Let's bow. There he is. Oh, look at that. I walked past him. Called it. Jax stands bravely. I didn't even see what it said. Okay, there's a lot of guys. Hold on. I'm giving these guys a bit. Got him. Okay.
Belwynne and Rothok will disable the Narshak weapons on another of these ships. Then, let it be a competition!
Alright, Jax stands bravely among the flames, not far from the docks. Alright, let's see if we can hear him better. I really want to hear his voice even better than that. Can I turn down, let's see. If I turn this down, and ambience sound down. There, I should be able to get his voice as high as I can. There.
Belwynne and Rothog will disable the Narshak weapons on another of these ships. Then, let it be a competition!
A competition, Zollin! With your good fortune and my incredible skill, we will accomplish our mission before they succeed. All right. So we're both gonna try to destroy a ship
We
as
will
fast as we
teach our
can.
enemies the danger of harnessing the hungry fire.
The hungry fire. This guy, I love this guy that they chose for doing the voice. It's amazing. I overheard the speech of our enemies, Zollin, and learned the names of their ships. The Ortaki ship, Khazad-Dum, is moored nearby. The Orc ship, Grisul Vosh, lies at the end of the stock. You need not commit those names to your memory, for they will not long matter. We will teach their captains the lessons of the flames, that he who sets a fire may be the one who burns.
We will handle the Ordakai, Ironshield. You and Rothog can take the Orc ship.
It will be done.
That guy's... Attack! This... Baruch Khazad! Dude, the half-orc, he's just here to kill stuff. Oh my gosh, the troll half, I think he's a half ogre, right? Or something like that. I forget what he is. But all I know is that is like one of the only things I think lore-wise is stretching a little bit. That he's kind of like a somewhat good guy. He's not really. He's not really like super good guy. But I do like him as a character. I think he's well written. It's very funny. He's like, as long as I'm here to kill stuff, I'll help. He definitely has like an honor system though, more than any other orc ever, which is maybe pushing it a little bit. Okay, we're supposed to tamper with
Destroy the
these.
Narshak weapons, but be sure to get clear.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, thanks for that warning right when it explodes on me. They did a lot of damage actually. Oh gosh. Ah! I had 2,000 health. Oh my gosh, okay. Jax, that was not good enough warning, my friend. What are you doing? Oh, you guys are just gonna, this is just roleplay here? Is that what's happening right now? You guys are too far away to even hit each other. What is this? Classic MMO right there. Oh gosh. It's gonna, how do I tamper with it without it hitting me? Ouch! I guess I just have to wait to heal every time. I'm gonna eat some food here. Yeah, let's have a little meal while they fight. All right, it shouldn't kill me. Shouldn't, unless it crit, then I'd be dead.
Those weapons have burned out.
Oh, what was that?
What was that?
That explosion came from the direction of Grisul Vosh.
Elraandor and Rothog may be in danger. Follow me.
All right, let's go. Dwarves. All right, orcs. We're gonna do a little spin to win action here. Everybody down. Hammer time. Ooh, that was a nice axe blow to the head. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. No way.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. He's not dead, right? No. They didn't just kill Belraandor. No. I was too late, Zollin. I'm too late to save him. Rothog looks up from his fallen comrade, half-troll's own body, singed and crackling in heat. Well, there you go, he's a half-troll. I battled captains of this ship in combat while Belwynne went to disable the Rakad weapons. Something went wrong. The Hungry Flame. The orcs knew our purpose here and set a trap for us. They damaged the mechanics of the Rocknock weapons, and when Belwynne... Rathog bares his fangs at you. After the explosion, I ran into the flames and carried Belwynne out of the inferno, but it was too late. He completed his mission, but he has left us. That was a brave thing you did there, Rathod.
Elraandor means nothing to me. But Belwynne did not want it to burn.
They were like friends, that's why.
You must tell the King of Gondor he cannot fail.
You got it, Rothgod.
On this day, he must honor my friend Belwynne with victory.
I'm not gonna cry. No! I love that character. Why would they do that? Oh. Sad. Where's the Maiar? We need a healing potion. Alright. Complete instance, return to the graveyard. Belwynne. Can't believe it. That was startling. I was not expecting him to die. Alright. Well, that happened. Yes, Groth Magatai, definitely it was the king has been wounded. What has happened while you were away? No way. Aragorn's wounded too. Well, he can't die.
I don't know what happened.
One moment the king was issuing commands to his knights, and the next he was upon the ground. I think he has been stabbed by a secret knife, Zollin.
My king, who has done this to you?
King Elisar grimaces with pain. The blood trickles from beneath his chest plate. Zollin, my friend, heed my words. It was Afradar, my groom of horses. He stood close by and whispered in my ear, "For the heirs of Castamere," hissed he, and his knife found a gap in the plate of my armor. He must have been the traitor we suspected. Elisar laughs quietly. Oh, but the action causes him pain. I thought such a one would be a hire in my councils. Oh man. Adara will seek to join Balakad by the heirs of Castamere. Oh, don't worry, King Elisar. Zollin is ready to fill some scores here. It's time. Alright. Pursue him to the northern docks. Zollin's on a mission now. If we're role-playing here, Zollin is very, very grumpy right now. He just stabbed Aragorn, which obviously in roleplay your character, if you played LOTRO through the whole story, you know Aragorn quite well. As a side story adventurer, right? That's how LOTRO kind of does it. And you just lost another good friend, Bellador. Like, Zollin is like, okay, no more traitors. They all die. No mercy. They better not give me the option where they're like, do you want to give him mercy? Because I'd be like, no. Oh, okay. You've encountered Tathalada by the docks. She has seen him.
We must end this now.
You ask Tala if she has seen Afrael, the man you pursued to the docks. He is just ahead, she responds, but he is no one. We must put an end to his masters.
Nakasi and Balakad must die, not for the safety of Gondor, but for that of Umbar and her people.
Are you ready to see this done, Zollin? Oh yeah, I am. It's time. It's time to end all of the bad guys. Bella's eyes burn fiercely. She needs say no more for you to know what is in her mind, vengeance and justice. So these people have all been basically horribly hurting.
The end comes.
Yeah, everyone. Gondor, Umbar, groups of kingdoms of Harad. All of these people have like been manipulating, and of course, evils behind the scene like Sauron and certain demons, basically, and undead. Like, there's a lot of baddies, but these are all the humans that were like, they were all crucial in doing this. The air sworn ship moored alongside the dock here is called Fazan's Neg, the last heir. You must see that this name comes true and put an end to he who rallies the heir sworn. My business is with Nasaki. Okay, she has a score to settle with the other one, the girl. And yeah, she is a Bjorning, because she just turned into a bear. So yes, she is indeed a Bjorning. So she's going to deal with that. All right, so when she deals with Nasaki, we're going to deal with the heir of Belakor, who's the one that's basically been the traitor and he's basically originally someone that there's a traitorous group within the Gondorians called the Heirs of Castamere, who basically wanted to keep power when Aragorn came back to power. This is Lotro's lore added in, which makes complete sense because we know that in the story there was a lot of issues that Aragorn and Arwen had to deal with. Out of our way. There he is. There's our little traitor. Let me just bring an axe to his skull real quick. Come here.
Balakad, I have slain the King of Gondor. You must protect me.
Is this true?
No, he's just wounded. I say no.
Do you think to deceive me?
No, my lord, please, let me explain.
Let's kill him. Let's just kill him.
I will prove my loyalty to the heirs of Castamere.
My business is with Nokasi and no other. These
My
two
business
are
is with him.
yours.
Yes, that sounds good.
Please, let me explain.
Oh, you want to explain? Why do you explain to my freaking axe? Always, I have been loyal to the heirs of Castamere, Zollin. I gave them whatever tidings I could of Elisar's plans, and the woman, Iloriath, proved a font of information indeed. It was most challenging to determine what news could be used amidst all of her ramblings. I lost contact with Methon shortly before the king departed for Atacondor, and received no further word from the others supporting the heirs of... I had to decide what action to take on my own. That stayed my hand for a time, but always I sought for the means of separating the king from his defenders, while we ventured in Amphalast and Pirith Gelen. But now that Balakad has assured his rightful mantle, I die knowing that I have done what I could to support his rise. If I must die, then I will die for him. Praise the memory of Castamere and all his heirs. Oh, well, I'd turn the tables on you right now. I don't think so, sir. For Aragon, for Gondor, and for the kingdoms, the free peoples, Baruch Khazad!
Prove my loyalty in death.
You shame your family.
I asked you once before to stand beside me. You must know the destruction of Gondor is necessary. The ancient elves, they will kill us all.
Those aren't elves, you fool. It's Nasaki.
Your time has come, Balakad.
Yeah, Hrothgar, you tell him.
Wait.
I never thought it'd be...
If I surrender, if you grant me mercy...
No. Oh, dang.
Nakasi!
Nakasi. Okay, is that how you say it? I always say Nasaki. Nakasi. Dude, she just like outright murdered Balakad in cold blood, dude. Her own like ally. This lady is evil.
When I sailed to this place, I knew I would never leave it. But first, Balakad would die. I needed the loyalty of his men if I was to have my vengeance upon Gondor.
Well, you
But
failed.
that vengeance was incomplete, for so long as any heir of Castamere still drew breath. Now I can tell to Muldo, he is avenged.
Yeah, this woman has issues. You cannot defeat me, Zollin. We'll see. We'll see. I think we should 1v1. Not even with Hrothgar and Taladin by your side. Oh, hilarious. Hilarious. Does she know the things that I fought in the story? Our characters have fought, for all of those of you watching who have played through the story. Does she really know how powerful we actually are as a warrior? My victory is already complete, for I have avenged Tumeldor and satisfied my quest. Gondor burns as I knew it must. My enemies, all of my enemies, have suffered for the hurts they caused me. Now I am beyond all hurts. You have already lost, no matter what the outcome of this battle. Ha! A classic thing a loser says. Okay, so. Alright, Baruch Khazad! Khazad menu! And so, Nasaki dies. Oh, we got some epic music going on. Let's turn it up.
I must
Tell him what when you're dead? Take that. How do I spit? There. I spit on her grave. Traitorous, horrible, evil human. You know her. If you've been following in the story, she's like everything that she did was like they did a good job storytelling because you get her motivations, why she feels this way and stuff. And it was horrible what happened to her husband, but it wasn't. She wrongfully put the blame onto Aragorn and Gondor when it was the traitorous Castameres were the ones that betrayed her. Which really weren't anything to do with Aragorn or Gondor in general. So there was a lot of different motives going on behind the scenes, but Zollin would be quite angry because Zollin has seen a lot of everything that's happened. So that's why I joke. I don't know if Zollin would be as mean as spitting on someone's grave, but I would go, "Be gone, evil one." All right.
She is defeated. Her life nears its end.
Nears its end. I'd be happy to finish it.
Her eyes dim. Nakasi sees us no longer.
All right. Wow. Okay. 2 big bad guys removed from the story.
If you have anything to say to Nakasi, say it now.
If you, but that will be the last. If you have anything, say it now. Farewell, traitor.
What has happened? How is it I come to be here?
What? Whoa. Okay, so I'm the Saki all of a sudden in the storytelling. Okay. Who's this? I am sorry, Captain. The kindred of the coin meets within. I cannot let you pass.
Where my husband goes, I go. Do you believe you can prevent me from joining Tumuldo?
Very well, Captain. But this is your doing, not mine.
Alright, so this is the Citadel of Winds.
Emilka hid her allegiance to the heirs of Castamere from us.
It is
This is the
only
original.
right that Tadata take her place at our council.
Hold, Azagoth. These are kindred matters. Our number is 7, not 8. Nakasi cannot stay.
Your numbers will be fewer if you try to keep my wife from me. Anything you say to me, you can say to Nakasi as well.
Are any welcome to join this kindred then?
It would appear so. We already have a Gondorian on this council.
Say so once more, Tumuldo, and I will take your other hand.
Calm yourselves, my friends. Remember
This-
why this kindred was
This is
formed.
Adagast. This is the original really bad guy. So this is back in time. We just had a
Kindred of
flashback.
The coins was formed to free Umbar from its masters. We possessed our differences, but always we held to that mission.
And boy, did they fail that in the end.
Did we not?
I think Hrothgar and Elraandor are the only ones that did. And the Bjorning girl. Think upon the question. Okay, so this is them. So we get to kind of see. So this is the end of the story. So this is kind of cool. So again, this is like the kindred of the coin, and then of course Nisaki, right? So real quick, just for storytelling purposes, since everyone is here and we're doing this. So we have Koltek, which is the dwarf. All right, he's like a pirate dwarf, kind of, from the one group, and then this is her husband that she was getting vengeance for. He died from the heirs of Castamere, which were a group that were traitors to Gondor in Gondor, right? But he was working with them to go after Gondor, and then they killed him. This guy, Azagath, he had very big plans, and ends up, if you were played in the level 150 cap, he decides he's going to try to get powers from basically an ancient demon of Morgoth, and the demon ends up sucking his soul out and using him instead, and he is killed that way. We defeat it with Gandalf and Glorfindel's help. Harmelech is still alive, but she is just Lady of the Corsairs. I believe Tumul and this girl are also from the Corsairs. I don't know, they might be Haradrim. I don't remember. Belwynne is I believe he was an old captain of Gondor, and he kind of disowned, left Gondor because he just was disillusioned. He has a whole story, but he's a really cool character. You end up really liking him, even though he does do some things wrong. But he's pretty much avenged in the end, and then of course he dies. It's horrible. This character you do a lot of in the Legacy of Morgoth and underneath Umbar. And again, she is a Bjorning. Now, how is she down here? I think we learned about that originally. In Lord of the Rings Online, we know that Bjornings, a lot of them are the children of Bjorn. Now, are they part Bjorning, like part human, part Bjorning? I don't know that. I don't think LOTRO really elaborates on that because it's more of a fun thing that Bjornings are in the game, and I'm glad they are because they're a really fun class. And it does kind of add some coolness to that. And then Hrothgar is again, half troll. And he is he kind of leads the gladiator arena, and he's like he's got like a pet lion and stuff, and he's a really cool guy. So basically, he has a kind of like a strict honor system because he's not like super smart, but cause, half troll. But he's still pretty cool character. So pretty much in the end, these two betray us. Now we don't really know we haven't quite gotten to the end of the story yet, so we don't know exactly the outcome of these two. He is good to the end and gets killed. We just found that out. She seems like she's been good to the end, and she is angry that these people betrayed him, and all three of these were all angry at these two for betraying and basically joining back up with the enemies who served Sauron, when the whole point was they were trying to free the Corsair city of Umbar, right? Baharbel. And this guy originally was all evil that too. So anyway, it's kind of cool to kind of see them all in one spot like that. All right, there we go. We'll put her right here. There. All right, so let's continue on. So we'll do the think thing and see what happens here. Mega Vonendercore, you made it to a story part.
This meeting of our council is dismissed.
Until next we meet, then.
Tumuldo, wait a moment if you would. I would like to speak with you and with Nikasi.
Nikasi. See, I always say
Very well, Osaka. You have our attention.
You know I have eyes everywhere. Sometimes they see things of interest to me, and to those of my friends I can trust. You know of the vast lake at the head of the Ikorban? I thought not, for it appears on few maps, and none in Umbar. Any who stray too near this lake, Sunindar, the Fearwater, are slain before they can report of its existence. What deserves such secrecy? I have learned the answer, my friends, and I have asked that you hear me out complete before you disregard my words. Decades ago, following the destruction of Umbar and the burning of its fleets at the hands of the hated Thorlongil, the Dark Lord of Mordor commanded the creation of a new fleet to replace the one that was lost. Bakshu ordered the creation of this new armada at Sunirdar, far from the prying eyes of the Dunedain and the Gondorian spies. The Song of Waves and Wind, it was named by its builders, and in number it would far exceed even the most grand of the Corsairs' fleets of history. The work continued for many years, but for the reasons unknown to me, Bakush began his war without waiting for the song to be ready. Only now does it near completion. Let me forestall your objections, my friends. This kindred exists to oppose the Church of Bakush and allies with none who worship the Dark Lord, though he be gone. But the Song of Waves and Wind is not of itself evil. It is a tool, a weapon to be used, and just because Bakush set it be down does not mean others might not pick it up and use it for their own defense. And for those own armies, this fleet could be a gift to Umbar, and to those who must not lead it through dangerous days. I hate this guy already. He's evil. He reminds me of his voice actor. I'm trying to imitate it best I can. It reminds me of Voldemort from Harry Potter.
Who else knows about this fleet? Only those I can trust.
I can trust.
Harmelak believes it will not be finished in time. And Kortek thinks it will not be enough. What do you believe, my friends? Can it be that Gondor will choose peace? It may not be necessary to release the song. Perhaps not. We will not know until someone sails to Gondor and presents them with this choice.
Yeah, my voice was close. Maybe a little bit lower.
Not Muldo. Sail not to Gondor.
You will come with me, my love. The waves will never part us. Together, we will learn if Gondor desires peace.
What is happening? To Muldo? Where have you gone?
Is this in her mind while she's dying? Is that what this story is? Like a flashback in her mind?
It is time to go, Nakasi.
Can we not remain here together? I have missed you so.
Every ship must leave the shore someday. Ours must now depart, my love.
There was something I wanted to tell you. but now I cannot remember what it was.
Take his hand and face whatever comes. All right. Well, we're hearing her mind, basically. Your fear.
Yes, my love. Let us sail beyond the darkness of this.
It says your fear, your anger, and your loneliness are gone forever. She is gone. Wow, it was dramatic. Makes you have maybe a little bit of pity for her, even though she slayed so many people. She's still evil. She is gone, Zollin. With its leadership displaced, the knock-on weapons damaged, the Song of Waves and Wind has reached the end of its campaign against Gondor. Already the fighting turns against them. The battle will soon be over. Now the healing must begin. Dang. Alright, well, either she spoke some of that to us, not, dying, or that was just all in her mind. I'm not quite entirely sure, but... Oh, we're back in Gondor. Infirmary of Harad. Alright, let's turn this sounds back up to a regular level here. There. Alright. Well, we've done it. We've done it, you guys. Zollin has traversed the adventure. And, we technically saved... Hopefully Aragorn's okay.
Let me put your mind at ease. King Elisar's wound is shallow, and we tended to it in time.
He will survive the traitor's blade. Yes. Of course he does. I mean, we all knew that, because he can't die, because that would break the lore. But, still good.
He has asked to see you.
Disturb him not over long. But I would not dare to keep you from him, lest I risk either your ire or of that of the king. Yes, there's the cloak. Yes! That's the cloak we wanted. Alright. Oh gosh, that gives a lot of finesse. I mean, this is probably still the best, though. Alright. We will go to the king. What is the king? We should roleplay. Let's roleplay. We're gonna walk. I'm assuming he's in the fancy room. Yeah, that makes sense. Aragorn, how you feeling? The king smiles at you, and you are reassured to see the return of his strength. My friends, I am glad to see you survive the battle. The reports I have heard tell me that the threat of the song is ended. The enemy fleet. You tell King Elisar that Aphrodite has paid for his treachery. How? Zollin goes, And both Nasai and Balakad perished during the fighting. He nods. He looks at Zollin. You got him, right? Zollin goes, would that we have dissuaded them from this course, but alas, only rarely is that possible. I confess to you, if it never occurred to me that Aphrodite could have been the supporter of the heirs of Castamere, whom presence we suspected in Minas Tirith. The gaze of my suspicions turned away to those who wielded greater power, and then my groom of horses, and yet the heirs prized his reports, believing he was always only moments away from wielding the blade that would end my life. Surely there were opportunities to be had before today's hour. This I believe, for it seems to fit every fact. While Harland burned, Aphrodite stood near enough to me to whisper his battle cry in my ear for the heirs of Castamere. He said as he slipped his knife beneath my armor, and all unexpectedly. How then did his blade not pierce a vital organ? How could he inflict this wound with such murderous intent, and yet not spill the last of my life's blood? I think our tour of King's Gondor planted a seed, Zollin. When he traveled with us to Amphalas and to Pinnith Gellin, he did so intending to serve the interests of the heirs of Castamere, but I think our journey caused a sapling to grow within his heart. When today he saw the opportunity to carry out his intentions, I believe he was unable to fully wield the blade that could end my life, and his arm went astray, despite his purpose. None can say if this be truly so, but that is my belief. I weep not for Aphrodite, but I hail him for my life, even as he sought the taking of it. Queen Arwen and the healer Iloriath arrive at the king's bedside. So that's kind of an interesting thought. I mean, that's cool because that's really well written, because that is Aragorn in the whole story. Like, he always is like seeing the good in people still, right? Even though he's very realistic and he's not naive, but he's like, yeah, so that's cool. I like that. My Lady Arwen. Okay, we're gonna bow because obviously Aragorn wouldn't want us to bow, but we're bowing for Arwen. The roleplay, right? Arwen smiles at you warmly. I am once again in your debt, dear Zollin. My husband is ever eager to change near and far in support of his people. Perhaps this bed will keep him from embarking upon foolish errands for a time. A short time only, I suspect. I am told his wound is shallow, and it would take one of more severity to keep him from tending to the needs of his people. But today he will rest, and for that I am grateful. Lorien sputters madly, for once at a loss for words. The queen asked me to attend her as she to the Harland. It is true that Aphrodite attacked the king. Oh me, oh my. You tell Oreth that the groom attempted to kill the king, but was unsuccessful in the attempt, and perished defending Balakad, son of Belacor. She nods sagely, overcoming her surprise. The music is getting very loud. I always suspected he was a villain, Zollin. I did not tell you as we journeyed in Outer Gondor that he was up to no good. Let none say Elephant fails to see things as they are. Yeah, right. You can tell the king. You can tell the king will not long remain abed. Already, he desires to get up and move around, despite the instructions of his healers. You advise that he lay still and not aggravate his injury, and he shakes his head with amusement. The battle has ended, but there is something I need you to do, Zollin. Let's see if I can say it right now. It was, did they say Saki? The Saki? Right, whatever. The Zaki attacks on Gondor must reshape the kindred of the coins, for it is my understanding that some of that body supported her in this, and others did not. Belandor died in our defense, but Hrothgar and Tal-Ataf has fought on our behalf, and they survived. What befell those who remained behind in Umbar? I ask that you speak to Jajax here in the infirmary, and prepare to return with him to the city, Zollin. We must learn what we can of the situation in Umbar, now that the threat posed by the Song of Waves and Wind has been eliminated. Dang. Hello, what's up, Robert? What's up, guys? All right, cool. Talk to Jajax. All right, well, my liege, I take my leave. There we go. We gotta do a little bit of roleplay. It's the epic ending, guys. Jajax, my friend.
Yes, I understand. When we sailed from Umbar Bahabel, the city was in turmoil.
And my brother, somehow in the middle of it. Let us return to the Sail Haven and learn what happened while we were gone. I will speak with you, and not far from the Beacon Gate. When we have arrived, I have many questions. Does the kindred rule still? Might there be a reward for those who fought to protect those both Gondor and Umbar from the ravages of the Song? King Elessar is not only one who wants answers, Solid. Let us go at once. Oh man, this guy. Okay, so we got few different cloaks here. We have the Cloak of the Windseeker, which is Vitality, Crit, Finesse, and in combat with a primary essence. And we have Cloak of the Song Chaser, which is Vitality, Tactical, Physical, Incoming Healing. I mean, those are the stats a tank wants, so I'll probably take that. Alchemy, that's a healer's cloak, definitely. Finesse is great and all, Crit, but Crit really isn't needed when you're tanking. So I think I'm going to go with the Song of the Wave Chaser. All right. Do they look different? Just curious. Are they all the same? They do. They're the same cloak with different colors. So you could probably dye it. I kind of want to dye it this color. That's pretty. All right. We'll do the Song of the Wave Chaser. And whoop. We did it, guys. We did it. Make sure, Wrathgod. Yes. All right. Okay, we're back in the main overworld. I have my new cloak, which is fantastic. We also, looks like we got Port City under attack. Ambient environment. I don't know if I'd want that environment in my house. It's kind of terrifying. We have the Guise of Daximac. Let's learn that right now. Right click. Okay, let's go into collection, into baubles, find the Daximac, and I can now be Daximac whenever I want. Poof! Ah, I'm Daximac. Oh, look at that, guys. Woohoo, yeah! Oh, man. All right. We shall remove the costume. All right. To Jax.
Our return voyage was not as eventful as the first that brought you to these shores.
Zollin. Umbar Bahabel seemed to be on a very precipice of the cliff's edge when we departed, but all is now as it was. Let us ask some of the people nearby what transpired while we were away. You go to the east and find someone willing to talk near the northern shipyard. The workers there are always willing to spread the day in idle chatter, and the tidings we seek are the furthest thing from trivial. Okay. So this is the epilogue. I'd like to put on my cloak, actually, before I forget. Let's see, can I lock it? Is it something you could sell by mistake? No, good, it's not. What's this? Is this any good? Nope. Not nearly as good as my bracelets. That is good, because it would be a bummer. All right, there's a guy right here. Let's ask this guy. Hello there, fine gentlemen.
How could you not have heard?
The kindred of the coins was overthrown, and a new kindred raised in its place. The Gal-Imegal, the kindred redeemed. Halmalak, Golden Hand, and Koltek the Tamarin were in league with the Ordak, allying even with the Orcs of Mordor. They thought to sell the city and to its oppressors, but they counted not on us, the common men and women of Umbar. The shipbuilders and the sailors, the merchants and the scholars, the fishermen and the laborers. The people of Umbar Bahabel rose up against them, and with one voice, haha. Like and subscribe, Voice of the Rings. With one voice we spoke to them. It was not be so. We shouted. The uprising lasted for the better part of the day, and into the night. There was bloodshed, for not every soldier of Hamalak's command threw down his weapons, but many saw the righteous of our cause and joined through the throng. Another group opposed us during the uprising, the Airsworn, who have long troubled the peace of the harbor. One of my workers fought them against them on that night of the uprising, and can tell you more. Her name is Jinna, and she was on her way to the Gate of the Songs north of the city just moments ago. If you hurry, you may find her there. But this is in the past. May the new kindred better serve the interests of the Umbar people, free of the influences of Ordak. And Sauron, for that matter. And the Church of Bakush was a cult that worshipped Sauron. Just so everyone knows what that is. Why am I... Oh. I thought I had someone, like, trying to attack me in the streets. I thought I was gonna get mugged. I heard combat music for a second. Wow, you guys. So that's a lot of story. My brain is still kind of processing all the story that we just got. We're going to go to the North Gate.
Good day to you, traveler.
Good day. Summon to the North Gates. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Wow, we have a bunch of people who just joined in. So, you guys, we just finished up some of the main epilogue of the main New Kingdoms of Harad story. We are finishing up the ending here. So we beat the Song of Wave and Wind. So, spoilers, okay? So if you didn't play through the last 3 expansions of LOTRO, that's what we're doing right now. So just throwing that out there. So just warning ahead. But we basically beat it. It was a fleet, a war fleet. And we saved not only the people of Umbar, which also saved themselves. They uprose against the people, basically trying to oppress them again, you know. Another couple evil leaders. And there was a couple of leaders that were still good. You know, there was like traitors in the council. And it was quite cool. And now, of course, we also know that there's some big wars happening down in the south, which, by the way, we have some more in the stream because we haven't done the attack yet on the main city with the army from the Ikerben Valley people, because there's different kingdoms down there. So we're just kind of finishing up the Song of Wave and Winds in Umbar. So we're going to jump back in the story a wee bit, because now we're going to have to go and actually attack the Ordaki capital with the other side story, which is a big thing, which I have ready to go. So that's going to be another huge thing here in a minute. So get ready for that. But let's finish the story here. So this is a sailor that I was sent to talk to.
Yes, I fought against the Airsworn during the uprising. I am not afraid to speak of it.
They have always been the weakened side of the ship's hull, still long at sea, and I am not surprised that it eventually burst. The passage by the city of the Ordaki ships was a hammer blow to that imperfection, and the Airsworn believed that their time had come, at last, to fully seize control once again. What made them so bold, I cannot say for certain. But whispers tell me that their numbers had been secretly leaving the city for numbers of weeks, rallied somewhere by the son of Balakor himself. Oh, I bet you they're going to be in the vast battle in the southern kingdom in Harad. Oh, we do have some more of the story going on. This is crazy. There's so many story plot lines being weaved in right now. It's going to be hard for me to kind of keep you up if you haven't been in it. I'll try to say a few things without breaking the story up too much. The surprising was a short but effective, and a new kindred has been formed to lead Umbar Bahabel in the days to come. The Galad, they are assembled even now at Ralph, up on the hill to the east. That is where I'm going, for I wish to get a look at them. On these wise counsels we put our hopes in. Oh no, Dax probably is one of them. Oh no, the brother, he's not bad, he's a good guy, but he's like really, really like, I put this kindly, he's really simple, okay? And that's like the point of the story. So he kind of got shoved into leadership position because he cared about the people and he cares about his brother and everyone there. So, which is good, right? But I'm sure there will be other leaders too in it that will, you know, be able to make up for that a little bit, maybe. But it's just kind of funny. All right, so we're probably going to see some big story moments right here. So they formed a new official council. Here's the amphitheater, which, by the way, we should do an event here. Be kind of fun. Some familiar faces await you. Government of Umbar Bahabel. All right. Dax! Oh, and here's his brother that we were just with.
My brother Dax stands with this new kindred, as if he were one of them. That is an oversight,
surely. He sees his own brother. No, he's kind of always like doubted him, even though he does love his brother. The Daxamax.
One thing followed another. I am not sure what happened.
I am not sure what happened, but I am glad to see you safe and alive, Zollin. At first, I was just trying to carry out your will, telling the people that you had told me. But as more and more folk learned that Hamalak and Koltak had imprisoned you and my brother, they began arguing. Sorry, not arguing. Agreeing. And, aggrieving? What is that word? Grieving. Let me, hold on. I'm stumped. I don't usually do this, but when I get stumped, I like to make sure I know what word I'm saying here. It's not like angrier. Oh, angrier. That, I guess I'm so used to seeing the Y on it. Angrier and angrier! You helped many Umbar and Tamaru, which are the other clan of dwarves that live in the south. They are not Doran's folk, just so you guys know. The Tamarim alike when you came to the shore, Zollin, and it seems you have made more friends than you know. What began in confusion became a rebellion, Imagulagi, the rising tide, and then there was no stopping it. Try as I might, I could not convince those who flocked to us that I was not cut out to lead them. And now they have made me part of the Gal Imelda. I don't understand how this happened, and yet every step of the way has led me to this moment. Is this how you feel every day, Zollin? I cannot get used to this. This is amazing. As I was saying about him, there you go. Yeah, holy mustache indeed. All right, well, let's go over here. And guys, if you are enjoying yourself, if you throw a like on there, it does help tremendously.
I wear these burns proudly.
Ooh, I get to do his voice. Let's try this again.
I wear these burns proudly in memory of Belwynne,
Zollin. I believe he sails now in the company of his friend Sirgon, and they are now bound by the oceans of the world. I sought not to join the Gal Imdale, but the people of the city demanded it. I could not refuse them. They asked for the strength, and I possess it. It would be impolite to abandon them. Hrothgar grins, a frightful sight. Besides, he says, all of my things are here. Oh my gosh.
Despite the land where he was born, my husband was a man of Umbar.
The wife of Umbar, the wife of such a man, must be prepared for the voyage on which he might return, and I was. Mecca smiles sadly. That makes it a little easier, Zollin, but one thing has lightened my sorrow. The people of this city loved my husband, and they grieve with me. The burden is shared across every ward of Umbar Bahabel, and no one made less. They asked me to join the Gan Igelda and to rule in Belwynne's stead. I agreed, and so honor my husband's memory and the love he held for the city and its people. She was the wife of Belwynne, the Gondorian. He married her when he came to Umbar. Just so you guys know the story there. Oh, dude, it's this guy. It's Inki Jewelbrow.
The Temamir and the Umbari people must work together, and not at cross purposes.
For this reason, I was chosen to join the Gan Indigil. I feel I must apologize for the actions taken by Kultek during the past few weeks, Zollin. Yeah, he was a pirate, I understand. I have explained to the Umbari and to my own people that I consider it a failing of my own that I did not determine his true allegiances in time to prevent the tragedies that befell the city. I need not tell you that he acted alone and for his own interests, and it was not with the authority of the Shoreward Stone that he fell in the Ordok. He fell in with Ordok, or with the Orcs of Mordor, that were seen upon one of the vessels as it passed the city. I am grateful for the assembly of the Temeran, who came to... There's a name, here we go. Thorngusakal, and informed me to his treachery during the earlier hours of the uprising. They will be rewarded. There's one of the dwarves that went to run to this guy, who's one of the leaders of the dwarves in the city. The actions of Kultek shame his people. The Umbari can rest more easily now that I have joined the Gal Imeldal, which is their new council. Got it. All right, who's this guy?
The people called for me to join God Imgeda as harbor warden.
God Imdea. That's how you say it? Indela. Oh, wait, whatever. As harbor warden, I could not refuse. I sought not to evaluate my position. With so many of the Airsworn gone from the city, it would seem my days must be less eventful. This will fill them up. To the Umbari, who called for me to join this august body, August Bati, I made this pledge to remain vigilant, not only to our enemies, but also to our friends and our close chosen leaders. It appears to this old sailor that much of the trouble began when Tumuldo sailed to Gondor, and that done at Asgard's command. The old kindred should have sniffed out the Sea Shadow's evil before he could use it to deprive the city of such a hero as Tumuldo, who might have opposed him. I forgot the Sea Shadow guy at the end, he actually betrayed and killed him. Others might have deceived, but not I. And not now the glad Imela. Okay, so this is one of the, like, he's the sheriff in town, guys. Okay, that's what he is. He's the sheriff, all right? And then here's the Bjorning lady.
One mystery remains to be solved.
Yes, what's that?
Harmilok and Koltek are missing. None
None
has seen them since the uprising began.
The people of the city who chose to see us to form the Gal-Imelel expect us to redeem the kindred of the coins. I don't know how many times I'm going to butcher that name, but I'll keep trying. To live up to the goals and not succumb to the rot and the festered within from its earlier founding. I hope it will be so, but that will be made more difficult if we cannot learn what befell Hemarek and Koltek during the uprising. They probably escaped.
They may have perished during the uprising. What do
What
you
people
think happened to them?
I think they escaped, probably. They're probably going to be over in the city of Ordok. With
None
the
seem
Ordok.
to know what befell Harmalak or Koltek during the uprising.
Oh,
we may never know.
This is Harmalak, by the way. So we're going to get a little, like, from her perspective for us for storytelling. You have nothing to fear, my lady. The doors of Darjan are strong, and the men who guard them are even stronger. None of the shouting throg will get inside.
This way, my lady. I will keep you safe.
I totally did his voice wrong.
But that's okay, I didn't know. They didn't give me a voice to imitate yet.
What is happening out there? Stay back, my lady. Jai, what is happening outside? It is getting unruly.
The area of Darlanjan, the Bith Gabar is packed with residents of the city. A shouting throng. Many in the crowd carry weapons. For now, they have not wielded them against us. I think that will not change, but I cannot say that with certainty. You must stay inside, my lady. It is not safe for you to go out there. I fear we cannot protect you if you leave the safety of the meeting hall.
Gadar, I need you outside. Stay here, my lady. They will not get by us.
Uh-oh. Return to the safety of the main hall. Telcor beckons you to the safety of the meeting hall.
Darjanar is not safe for us, Harmalek. I know you trust in your guardsmen to keep the unruly throng at bay, but I have not the faith in them. The city has come alive with anger, and the fury is directed at you, at us. If we remain here, I believe we will be slain.
We should slip the net they have fashioned for us, Hamelak. Let us escape through Umbar Moch.
Which are the catacombs underneath Umbar. Just so you guys know. For those watching. Alright, we must escape.
Through here.
I like how you saw a flash of my main character for a second.
Most of the crowd has not yet through the look of... will not look for us in Umbar Kmok. We can follow these passages to safety.
This way.
Oh gosh. There are people.
The way is blocked! My people will stall them!
They're having a full-on battle, huh? Oh!
We cannot go this way!
Man, they're like caught like rats in a cage. So guys, if you just hopped in the stream, we're playing as two of the villains who are trying to escape. Tamari Guardsman. Hold it right there, Hammerlock. The Tamari meaningfully grips the haft of his spear and nods in the direction of Koltek. I will not use this unless I am commanded to do so, but I will obey the order if it is given. You demand to know the meaning of this insult. Spare me your indignation, Hamalak. You know what happened to those who gamble with the lives of others without taking care to slant the odds sufficiently in their favor. The Song of Waves and Winds proved very useful, and it may be that Gondor lies in ruins even now, but you failed to manage the people of this city, and they have turned upon you. That they think to also hold me accountable for your blunder is unfortunate. But the memories of the people are short. You will be kept safe and unharmed until such time as it is politically advantageous for the Tamari to produce you. The wagons to the north will transport you safely out of the city and beyond reach of the crowd that calls for your head. This is much finer treatment than you would receive from anyone else. Let us say it is in remembrance of the tyrants we overthrew and the kindred we led together, if only for a short time.
Keep your dignity, Armelak. Walk to the wagons and live. Stay here and die.
Dang. Alright, walk to the northern wagons. Or defy. Wait, I can defy? Wait. I get to choose? Wait a second. She's so proud she wouldn't leave. I'm curious, do they like just knock me out and put me in the wagon? Or, no, she would totally defy. From everything we know about her, she wouldn't walk to the wagon. We're not gonna walk to the wagon. You are too vulnerable to kill, Harto says. Carry her, boys! That's what I thought would happen. She's like, let go of me! I'm just kidding. Just like get her, throw her in the wagon. So, they don't know, we don't know that, but we as viewers know that in the story. So that was a flashback for us, I believe, to kind of give us a hint to what's happening, which was kind of cool for storytelling. So, let's see what else happens.
I wonder...
See, we don't know. So Zollin doesn't know as a character, and we only know as viewers, right? I wonder. It is most likely they were caught and killed by the people they betrayed. But if that is so, where are the bodies? None have come forth to confirm either their fates, so every suggestion is a supposition only. We can only guess at it. I do not like guessing, Zollin. I like knowing for certain. All right, Daxmax suddenly speaks up, drawing your attention.
Oh, I had almost forgot,
sorry.
I have news for you of your friends Gorudan and Sigeleth.
Oh, cool.
They returned to the city a few days ago, and now recover in Dar Tabib.
You can find them in the apothecary in Tor Gardens of Umbar Baharvel. Okay. I think I have a faster way to get there. We shall fast travel to the Swan Fleet. So I kind of want to go do the siege of Imax-Dur. This epilogue is kind of cool storytelling though, but I really want to do the siege of Imax-Dur because that goes back to what's happening in the other area. Let's see here. I don't know, it seems like the distance was about the same, but We'll just ride over there. Let's go ahead and enter the apothecary and Apothecary Diaries. That's a pretty good TV anime show. All right, let's see. The Black Anchor Tavern. What a cool name for a tavern. Yeah, so we'll run up here. We'll talk to finish, hopefully, the mending. I'd like to see. I wonder how long this epilogue actually is. Oh, look at this. Choose one. A sketch of Azagoth Sea Shadow. A sketch of Elraandor. Oh, that's cool. You can choose like your favorite character. And it's like a housing item. That's cool. Of course, we're gonna get Rothgar. He's the coolest. Rothog is definitely the coolest. No. So if you do this on multiple characters, you would have to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You'd have to do this 7 times. I wonder if I should just go top down. You have to do this a lot to get all of them. Not that I really care to have all of them, honestly. But if you're trying to collect, you would want to think about it ahead. And get the right one every time. I have... Gosh dang it. The city and its confusingness. The apothecary is higher up, so I think I need to go to another level. I don't think I can get to it from here. This is the... Can I go around the back? I think I have to go to the next... Yeah, it's up higher. I need to go... There's a staircase over here I have to go up, so let's go up that. Sorry for the slow down on the storytelling here, but... If you have not seen the epic city of Umbar Baharbel, which did come out 2 expansions ago, it is quite cool. There are a lot of things in this city, though, so it tends to like to slow down on the load sometimes. Ah, there's where we're going. I found it. Whew, all these different voices. I gotta drink some water. Kind of can't get scratchy throat. Now, most of you watching, I'm sure, are my regular viewers, but if you are just joining the channel, I am a Lord of the Rings channel. I love doing Lord of the Rings content, and I do voiceovers in LOTRO and other things as well, hence Voice of the Rings, and I try to be a fun voice for Tolkien, right, and doing Lord of the Rings content. So, I think I found the right place. Yep. Yep, here it is. We also have reviews on the channel, other things as well. Like items. You can check out. I got all my playlists organized if you want to explore ever. I think I need to go in here. I think this is... Unless I walked by the person just now. I may have walked by the person. The quest was like right behind me. Enter the apothecary. Darb. I mean, that's probably it, right? Let's just hover this for a second.
What news has come in with the tap?
I think we need to go in here. I think I was going the right place. I think we got it. All right. Many of the beds of Dwarven are occupied by the wounded. Oh no. Khazad-Dum. This elf got stabbed really badly. This is the elf. He's from Lothlorien and is his sister. I really hope he doesn't die because they already killed Elraandor. Please don't kill him too.
My wound is well on its way to healing.
Yay!
To see you return with victory eases the pain.
Zollin, my friend, my wound is well on the way to healing, but to see you return with victory eases my pain. I understand Umbar has been saved from the Saki and Balakad. Has Gondor too escaped from their wrath? You tell Khazad-Dum that King Elisar and his soldiers fought bravely against the Song, and Gondor survived. He smiles weakly. Then the last of Sauron's schemes has been frustrated, Zollin. I am glad for you, my part in it. You insist that Khazad-Dum rest, and you will speak with him when he is fully healed. Yes! I'm glad he didn't die. I was really going to be bummed if he died. So, Nasaki stabbed him in the back. Another reason why I wanted to kill him. Because this is a long-time character that has been in the storytelling. Kill her, sorry.
I understand Nikasi is slain and the
Nikasi, that's
Song
how you
of
say it.
Waves and Wind defeated. May there
Zollin.
now be peace for a time.
I heard tell that the 5 ships of Song survived the passage to Gondor and waged war upon the Harland. More might have joined them had the rapids of the Ikoban not proved too perilous. We saw the ruins of many smaller ships dashed upon the rocks as we traveled this way from Sung Nidar, which is the big lake where they built the ships. The builders of this fleet likely intended that to be a one-way voyage, but they had not counted upon Kirdoist's damaging solutions or your great haste in opposing those who escaped it. The raft bridge of the Rakwade did not last long against Nasaki's cannons. When we rejoined Razani and Irdiran, I forget her name, how you say it? It's Iridir, I believe. She said her mother intended to see it rebuilt. It would not surprise me to learn she has already done so, but I have gotten already ahead of myself. There is more to tell. While you pursued the song towards Umbar, my brother and I, and Kuridwan, made our way westward. Our return journey was not uneventful.
Yes, I will tell you what transpired after you left us.
Oh man, we're gonna get more story. Dang, this is like the story stream of the century.
We watched for the setting sun, but our progress was slow.
Because, you know, her brother is literally bleeding out. Even though he's an elf. The wound Nasaki gave to my brother was deep. I guess she's saying the story. I should do it in her voice. It worsened with travel, soaking through our makeshift bandages.
Kuridwan did her best to heal his injuries.
Kuridwan is
more than she could give him in the wild.
Kuridwan is a Maiar,
Just,
but not one of the 5 star.
Just
so you know.
I am sorry.
There is nothing for which you must apologize, my brother.
I feel cold.
Is it a chill of the body or of the spirit?
I cannot say for certain.
No, I feel it too.
Let us move within the shelter of the rocks.
So, yeah. It's a really cool valley. What valley are we in? The Paths of... Oh, we're over here. Okay. I haven't been up here very much myself. Why is there just a random flag right here? Kuridwan lost a great deal... Korudan, which is the guy, lost a great deal of blood at Kasukin before we could stem its flow, and that would explain a chill of the body, but for you to feel as well makes me think there may be another cause, and outward cause. This cold is not natural. And again, she is a Maiar, so she would know these things.
We are not alone, are we? What do you know of this Kuridwan?
I did not want to upset you. A wandering spirit has fastened its attention upon us.
Silirtas?
I cannot say for certain.
Oh, okay.
This spirit might once have been the Quinta Silirtas.
Oh.
But even if it was, her memories may not remain.
Alright, so this is a little bit of... They're outside the realm of the original storytelling to an extent. The Kintai elves are a group of elves that are not the elves, any elves of Middle-earth. They are a group of elves that were kind of left behind many age ago in the First Age. They stayed more toward in the kingdom of area of Harad. They kind of went down there. But apparently, I think the idea is they don't, for some reason, they don't go to the halls because they never took that step to go with. They don't like go to the same place of like the halls of Mandos, I think was the idea. They like originally they added all of their like they kind of like take the form of a tree, but if they're killed, then their spirit kind of like just goes into the nether. So that's like what this is right now. Okay, so we're like jumping back. This story is from many it's from the very beginning of the storytelling. So we are way, way back. Just so everyone kind of is on the same page who's watching right now, okay? Hers may not, but mine do. You say this may not be Silithtar's, but if it is, I have to speak to her. I have to tell her I'm sorry. Hail the spirit. Oh, yikes. That's maybe not...
You may not remember, Silithtar, but I do. We only knew each other for a few short days. But in
She was
that
another elf.
time, your struggle touched my heart.
Why do I feel like this is going to get corny? Oh, no. It actually can get kind of
This
epic.
is dangerous, Sigilith.
Every day of our lives is dangerous.
Okay, that was kinda
Every
corny.
moment. Silithtar understood that, and she did not run from it.
You cannot know this spirit was one Silithtar. You cannot. Such wrathful spirits have been known to deceive.
When first I came to Shonith, I thought its people were unlike any others I had encountered. Their words and their customs were so different from my own. But I recognized something in Silithtar. Her hopes, her fears, her anger, and her frustrations. They were the same as mine.
I don't know about summoning random evil vengeful spirits. It doesn't seem like a very good idea. Alright. I urge you to come with us, Silithar, to face a great and known evil. I thought despite every danger that lay ahead of us, she's talking to the spirit who's somehow around her, if any need perish, it would be Silithant of Lorien. I thought I could keep you safe. I am so sorry. When you were slain by Azagath before the doors of Utidburg, I fell into despair. I thought too must die to atone for the terrible deed for robbing you of the life you might have had. Only the voice of Zollin drew me out of the darkness. I'm not actually here, guys. This is a flashback. She's telling me the story, okay, of what happened. His words made me realize something. Dear Silithar, every moment of every day, for every person in this Middle-earth, is a gift, not of treasure, but of choice. Every point in time gives you the opportunity to decide how you choose to use that moment. It's a very Gandalf-ish background, I like that. You chose to fight the fading of your people. You chose to venture with an elf and a dwarf, and had known for less than a day to combat the evil of the Elder Days. Those choices were yours, Silithar, and I am inspired by them. I celebrate them. But I have learned there is one more choice you might make, dear one.
Our people have been separated by distance and by time, and we each came to forget. But we were fashioned as one people. There is a place for you, Silithar, if you wish to seek it out. I hope one day to see you there.
I'm assuming this is the Halls of Mandos. That's what she's talking about. Silithar wipes the tears from her eyes. Sigilith. I have said my part. I believe Silithar has heard my words, but I cannot know for certain. Well, the scary giant cloud went away.
The storm has passed. Now only a light breeze remains.
The music's awesome, by the way.
Look, there. The animals pass us by.
So too do the birds of the sky.
That is a curious sight. In what direction do these animals travel?
The breeze and the animals and the birds. All these path westward.
I understand, Silirtos. I will see you there. Rest well until then.
That song is what really made that pretty moving. Wow. That was kind of cool. Wow. That was cool. I liked that a lot. That was really well done. It was a little bit overwhelming. That music is really what got me. The music was really well done. So I guess she was in, she was saying that she was going to go try to find the Undying Lands, right? Or the Halls of Mandos later, if she can't go to Valinor, right? Wow, cool. So I guess could be. Yeah, anyway, that was cool. That was really cool.
I cannot say with certainty that the spirit was Silirtos, or that she heard my words.
But I believe it was, and she did. I will not hurry to join her, but when at last I come to that place, I hope she and I will reside in comfort and in peace, beyond the loneliness and fear that so troubled Silirtos when she contemplated the unknown days ahead. This is my desire, Zollin. I cannot know if it will come to pass, but if hope leads us ever onward, the pleasant dream of it will live in my heart until the last of my days arrive. Someone has come to Dartabin. Who is it? Oh, dude, it's Kabar! What's up? Kabar flushes. Oh! I am sorry to interrupt, Zollin. I did not know you had returned. I have visited our friends every day while Korundan recovers. Korundan recovers, and they have spoken to me of your adventures in Fierwater. Please, finish your visit. I will speak with you afterwards.
That reminds me. My brother collected some papers from the Orachai.
While we were adventuring in the Fierwater, he intended to give them to Kabar, but the matter has slipped our minds until now. Look for them among Korundan's belongings and give them to Kabar. Let me just dig through your bag here, sir. Excuse me. You retrieve a sheaf of Korundan's notes from the satchel. Kabar accepts the papers and briefly studies them. Wait! You say that Korundan found these in an Ordok encampment in the Fierwater? I do not want to pester him with questions, Zollin, so let us speak of this outside. Alright, Kabar bids farewell to Korundan and departs. Alright, I hope you feel better, my elf friend. You better be. See you next time. Alright, wow. The storytelling is like so much storytelling. This is absolutely craziness. Let's see. Where do I have to go? Talk to Kabar outside. Alright, he should be right here. Where is he? Oh, there he is. You find Kabar excitingly studying the papers Korundan retrieved from the Ordaki of Sun Nidar. The soldiers would not have understood the meaning of this parchment, Zollin, but I do. They must have found it among the ruins of Kasukin while searching for treasure. Thinking it unimportant, they kept it under guard among their belongings, where it went overlooked until it was picked up by Korundan. These are the words of Vinyarian, 24th King of Gondor, who bore the title of Harmendasil II, the South King Victor, set down by a trusted retainer in his old age. This guy used to be a retainer for Aragorn. Only days before his death. These words claim that he repented of his long repented of his long campaign in Harad, and wept at the bones of Sharaban, a city he destroyed in the days of his youth. On the return journey of his 10th pilgrimage to the lands he once conquered, he rested at a hilltop fort of Glain and died there peacefully in his sleep. Sigileth tells me that the land around that fort is now changed, and what was once a hill is now an island. Might Vinyarian's bones lie there to this day, kept isolated from the discovery by the creation of the Feywater. His story raises complicated emotions in my heart, Zollin. He is considered very differently in Shigana than he is in Gondor, and it is difficult to reconcile those two perspectives. I am put in mind of the relationship of Umbar must now have with the kindred of the coins that presented was before the Gal Ima, the kindred redeemed. Preceded. Gosh, I could not figure out that word for a second. Excuse me. All right. I think I've been doing a lot of reading. My brain is just having a little bit of translation thing there. Kabar emerges. What does it say? Kabar emerges from his musings with a nod. Let's turn the music down a little bit. The kindred of the coins was neither entirely evil nor entirely good, Zollin. Like Haramendalsi II, they achieved both lasting good and enduring harm. Does one erase the other? Wiser scholars than I must be able to weigh the values of each, but I cannot. Must we forget the instrumental roles played by Azagath and Nekasi in the freeing of the Umbar from the heirs of Castamere and the cultists of Sauron? Must we forget Koltek's deeds during the Dagor Karlanther, or the Harmalek's advice that Darlaja be opened to the needs of her people? Must their later crimes strike from the record their earlier heroics and wise governance? Kabar studies the ground intensely. Must my mother's refusal to see me erase the happy years I spent as a child in Ethron, Zollin? I think it cannot. So, we celebrate the good, and we work to remedy the bad. And by so doing, we mend what wounds we can, and we seek to avoid inflicting further harm. This is healing of a kind, is it not? The Gondorian scribe heavily sighs and looks up at the Gen, forcing a smile. From the conversation with Umbarian, I have sketched the memories of the original kindred of the coins, Zollin. Umbar will remain both their fine qualities and their faults, neither excusing the other. And with the drawings, I hope to capture that balance. Choose one of your liking, and it is yours. The others I will give to the city of Umbar Bahabel. It may remember its history and not forget it. All right, we get to choose one. What do you guys think? Which one should I choose? We got a lot of people here, so you guys can help me choose. We got a lot of people here live on both streams. So, what do you guys think? So we've got Azagath, Sea Shadow. We have Belrandor of Langstrand. I kind of want to take Belrandor's because he's just such a cool character. Harmalek, the Golden Hand. Koltek, the Cunning, which is the pirate dwarf. Rothog, the Storm, which is the half-troll. And then Tethata, the Beast, the Bjorning. And then we also have Nasaki Wave Reaper, or... I said it again. I said it right a second ago. Wave Reaper and Tumuldo, the Fierce. I wonder if we can see their images here on the LOTRO wiki. I'm just kind of curious real quick. Sketches. Sketches. Alright, here's what we got. Does it show us the image? Dude, Belrandor looks cool. What? Okay, that's Belrandor. Oh, what's happening? The article is marked for wanted images. Oh, I guess they don't have the image of it. Okay. It's because everybody got... No one's ever gotten a Harmalak. Everybody else chooses the other ones. I bet that's the why. Oh, I guess they don't all have the image. Interesting. What? Does everybody just pick Belwynne? That makes... They haven't been able to get him for the wiki. Okay, there's that one. Oh, man. Well, I think I'm going to pick Belwynne, guys. I think I have to pick him. What's up, Angus? Yes, Angus, I did hear that. Yes, I did see that on... Yeah, I did. I mentioned something on X about it. Yeah, they're going to make that one wizard is going to be one of the blue wizards and he's going to be bad. Oh, man. There's only one way they could redeem that in the Amazon series. They would have to make it where now Gandalf turns it back to the good side and then he helps. If he stays bad the whole time, that's a total failure in lore storytelling. We know for a fact that both the blue wizards did their jobs and stayed good, and they didn't turn like Saruman did. Because that's what Tolkien says in a letter that the blue wizards actually turned a lot of the Rune and Easterlings good, and did their job. Because if they hadn't done their job and started basically a civil war in Rune for the good ones to rise up against the evil ones supporting Sauron, that Gondor would have fallen. That was something that Tolkien actually said himself. That the blue wizards' mission was very important. What they did. And if they had failed, they would have failed. So if one of the blue wizards was serving the bad, I guess I could see them trying to make the other wizard a good guy. The other blue wizard, they show him later. But see what they should have done. And I saw Matt from Nerd of the Rings, my friend, also say this on X, and I laughed because I was thinking this exact same thing. Is they should have made the person who they said is Gandalf in the Amazon Rings of Power. He should have been the other blue wizard. He should have been Alantar? I forget what Tolkien named him later. But he should have been the other blue wizard. And then he should try to turn the other blue wizard back to good in the Season 3, Rings of Power Season 3. That would be awesome. That would be pretty redeeming, even though it's a ridiculous change. But it would be redeeming. If they keep him evil through the whole thing, then it's just like flat out. Again, ridiculous fan fiction. It's totally different than anything with the lore, and it totally contradicts what Tolkien said. If that is the case. It's already contradicting what Tolkien says. Pretty hardcore. But if they brought him back to the light and he became good again, then it would be a redeeming factor for storytelling and for trying to stay closer to what Tolkien said. But you guys know my reviews on that. We're not going to go into any more Amazon Rings of Power right now. We're going to focus on Lord of the Rings Online here, who does a much better job with storytelling. Sorry, Amazon Rings of Power. We're going to take Belwynne. And a light breeze passes over the sea. Thus ends the song of waves and wind. Completed epilogue the amending. We've done it! That was the end of the main chapter book. But wait, there's more! Call now. No, just kidding. There is more, actually. There's a side quest called the Siege of MX Duel that is the great battle of the Kingdom of Harad attacking that. We're going to go do that right now. Okay, so we're going to jump in time slightly for lore storytelling. This probably only take about 20 minutes, I think, to finish this. But we're going to go over here. So, to get back there, I need to go to Solmadesh. And I will take a horse over there real fast. And then we will move in. You guys like that? But wait, there's more! You guys all know what that's from, right? That old guy who always did the commercials? I forget what he did. A bunch of products, but what was the main product he did? It was like some kind of cleaning thing, right? He did a lot. I think he did a lot of products, that guy. But he was like a big guy in the... Call now and you'll get an extra 5% off on your next order. Blah, 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 blah. Classic commercial, you know? Man, I haven't watched cable TV in like since I was like a really young, and our family really never really had TV. So I'm like, it's such a weird thing because like I saw my grandma and grandpa watching cable TV, so that's why I know that kind of thing. Friend. But all right, we need to travel to Nasnuba, or we need to go to Anub. We have to go here first. and then I can take one down to the other one. All right. Well, welcome for those who just joined the stream, because we are about to do the epic Siege of Amaks-Dul, which is part of the main end story for the Kingdom of Harad storyline. We're doing it. So it took me 8 streams to get through this story and read through all of it with voiceovers. So if you want to watch the whole series, they're on the channel. I've got all 8 parts. And they have the numbers on there. The 4th one was actually my birthday when I did it. But let's see. But we're going there. And also, this quest gives me, when we complete this, gives me actually one of the best tanking rings in the game right now until any new gear comes out. But the memorial ring, I think it will probably be one of the best. It's literally gives me every stat you want as a tank. Health, tactical mitigation, which is fantastic. Finesse is a really wanted stat for especially Guardians and tanks in general. Incoming healing is really wanted, and you get a primary stat. So I can either put Will, that gives me a lot more mitigations, or I could put Might, which will give me more of my block, parry, and evade, which is it's a really good ring. All right, guys. So I stopped in the last stream. We went 4 hours. We'll probably end up being about 3 with this one. We did the whole story, and then we did a skip jump, and I went and finished the chapter, which we just ran through right for the last 2 hours, and then an hour at the end of the last stream. So we went through that whole story plot, read all the stories, got through it. So now we're jumping back to what happened at the beginning of previous stream, where we kind of left off, which is the attack. And I believe we're going to get in the city. We already got in the city once and got information using the main chapter. This one is we're going to be led into battle. So
never has a mission held such importance. Are you ready?
Are you ready? There's my infiltration pattern. I assume Sharan Mizati has filled you in on the plan. Never has a mission held such importance. Are you ready? Okay, we're sneaking in. The great city of Amaks-Dul.
Amaks-Dul, the ancient Neshakari stronghold, overlooking Idagal, has long been known to be an impenetrable fortress. Many invasions have failed at its gates. The Prince of Ordach and his forces are counting on this to protect themselves from the growing rebellion just outside their walls. But unknown to them, the fortress has a weakness.
Okay.
Kotrakasaya says the secret way into the city is through here. The 2 of us will enter the cave system, find the way to the gatehouse, and open the main gates to the city, allowing our forces through.
Everyone is counting on us. Let's go.
Be swift and as silent as you can be. This siege begins and ends with your success.
Mizati's an up-and-coming leader of her nation. She's leading the alliance, basically. All right. So we were told by the Ordach invaded and took over Amaks-Dul, this city, and the queen of the Ordach Empire, basically Sul or Emperor, has betrayed him because she knows he's being influenced by the Starduth, which are the undead servants of Morgoth, not Sauron, Morgoth. All right, let's just make this very clear. These guys are bad news. All right, so they're a servant up there with Sauron. They aren't maybe at the same level as Sauron, obviously, but they are quite a threat. So Glorfindel is actually around helping with this as well in the storytelling. Which, if you know anything from the original lore, Glorfindel is probably one of the most powerful elves in Middle-earth, right? He's probably in the top 3.
This is quite the cave system. I wonder how many exits lead out into the city. Kotrakasaya gave me directions. I will guide us through.
Okay. So she gave us a sneaky way to get in. Yeah, that makes sense. We probably want to go up. Wow.
Secret routes like this can be a double-edged sword. It could allow the residents of the palace to escape unseen during a siege or revolution. However,
give me 1 second. Real fast. Sorry, everybody. Alright, sorry. Someone's messaging me. Just want to make sure they're okay. Let's see, I think we'll probably be... Alright, let's keep going. Dude, this is a cool cavern system.
Well, if your enemies learn of its existence, they might do something like what we're doing.
Like what we're doing? Where did he go? Wait a second. Wasn't he following me a second ago? He didn't get stuck, did he? I gotta check, because I found out the other day the queen won't talk if he's not around. Where is he? Where'd he disappear to? Oh no, he's not a traitor, right? He's gonna like try to kill me. Oh, there's a guard. Royal Guard. What, intruders? I'm no intruder. I'm just a normal dwarf. We just mine in the mountain. He's like, I don't buy it. Yeah, I didn't think you would. It's alright. You stand no chance against me. Dead. Running way too fast, running way too fast. Alright, let's see. Okay. Another guard. Where did he go? He was supposed to guide me. Who goes there? Who goes there is the dwarf Zollin Ironshield. How you do? Just jump down and be like, hello there. These guys are no joke. Why are they so strong? Shit. I'm gonna assume I go right. I want to probably keep going up because we're at the bottom of the cliff. You should not be in here. Yeah, no duh, Sherlock. Just kidding. Sees random dwarf in full body armor walking through the cave that no one's supposed to know about. No duh, Mr. Royal Guard. Alright. Ooh, ooh. Get out of my way. I really hope we're going to get some really cool moments here in the end of the story right now. Find the entrance to the gatehouse. We got to be close, right? I'm assuming we... Oh, gosh. That must be the entrance over there. Knock, knock. This surely is the gatehouse. Nice. I found it. Thanks a lot, guide who disappeared on me. Classic Gollum level right there. I'll guide you through the mountains and then disappear. Okay. Defeat the gods in the gatehouse. All right, who wants to play? Zollin roars and they all fall over dead. Use the gate lever. Pull the lever, Zollin? Is that what I heard? Pull the lever, Kronk. Pull the lever. You hear the grinding of the gears as the gate opens and a war horn sounds from above.
The gate is open. Advance!
Advance! Oh gosh. They're like, how did the gate open? How did an army get in? Zollin's over here. Baruch Khazad. All right, here we go, guys. Battle is joined. Zollin sneaks in from the gatehouse. Oh man, they're fighting. Obviously, this is for the storytelling aspect, but I kind of want to see what's going on. Find Mazadi. Alright, so they're trying to keep him from getting in.
For the Beltani!
Okay. Get them!
My people will finally be free of these butchers! Once and for all!
Alright. So basically, we've been helping a different Haradrim kingdom fight this Haradrim kingdom. Because these are the guys that were serving Sauron. Alright, I think I need to go this way? This music's epic, though. I feel like we should probably hear it lower. There we go. We'll turn up the music a little bit. Epic music. Alright, random citizens. Hello, random citizens. Not these guys. These guys are enemies. Alright, defeated. Alright, the dwarf Zollin runs to the cities of Emexdul to find Mazadi to help.
Today I crack one Ordekai skull for every day I spent in Ishmael.
These are the people we freed from their pits, their mines.
Vengeance for another day.
Alright, so we're seeing a lot of the main characters right now through the story, so. Maru Khazad! Khazad menu! Take that. So these are all the different groups of people that we've allied with throughout the city. This is another kingdom that came from the south that was trying to beat up, they basically allied with us.
Servants no more!
I am glad to have met you, friend. King and Harad renewed alliance lasted age.
Yes, well said there, human. All right. Zollin all the way from the Lonely Mountain on crazy adventures, helping all these random different groups of people. Wow, that's a lot of guys fighting. All right, that makes sense. This is a war. Oh gosh, everyone's fighting. They can handle this. Zollin just sweeps the foot of this guy. Whoa!
Rizal! This way! Mizadi has cornered Barshut and Goramur side!
Alright, this guy's huge. Alright, there he is. He just appears out of thin air. Where were you? I was right behind you! Yeah, no you weren't. Speedy Zollin. Oh man. We're like up in the, this must be like the Palisades. Oh, there he is. Gormasol and Warlord Bashud the Emperor.
To end this! For Hamad!
For Hamad, yeah! Dwarves are here to help.
You have your mission. Obey my orders.
Mizadi is here! I must be the one to crush him!
Or you will have to contend with worse fire than my own.
This isn't over, Mizadi!
Get back here! Where do you think you're going?
No! He cannot get away again!
I will go after him! Defeat the Sai!
If I cannot unleash my anger on that coward Barshud, you must suffice, Sai of Urdach.
Oh, this guy's running? Get back here! Come back here and fight me like a man! Where'd he go? He ran up the stairs, I guess? Where'd he go? I'm assuming I just go up here. Why is everyone disappearing on me? It's storytelling, obviously. That's how they do it. Alright. Okay. Zollin's back! Can I just 1v1 him? Turn the tables! Haha, take that, you fool! To the king! Brutal assault. Oh gosh, he stunned me. Oh.
Thothril the Entangler has decreed that you may not die here, my sire. Retreat to the palace.
I cannot abandon Amax Dul.
What dark magic is this? We must pursue him!
Sai has retreated into the palace.
We hold the city, but Barshud and Goramul Sai have eluded me. We must take a moment to catch our breath, assess our casualties, and then pursue the prince.
Dang. Dang. That was crazy. All right. So now we're in Amaxdul. Cool. We're in the great city.
Today's victory is bittersweet. We cannot stop to celebrate. We must find Goramul Sai.
Prince is bittersweet. We have footholds of control over Amaxdul, but until the prince is defeated, the Ordaki will not retreat from Ingdegel. We cannot stop to celebrate. We must find Gormasol Sai. I swear I will find Barshud and deliver the justice he deserves, but it will have to wait for another day. All right, sweet. Well, I got the ring. I wanted that. All right. And then...
Travel with care, friend. Dangers are all about.
While the Shara prepares to enter the palace and confront Gormasal, there is still much for us to do to gain control of the city. I suggest we return to our camp at Nashubu and hear what our council believes we must do to win the battle for good. Optional, use Hamat Warhorse to travel quickly back to the camp. Is that a warhorse right there? Okay, good to know. Yeah, let's do that real fast. All right. Whoop! Fast travel! All right. All right, help. The fight goes on. So, I don't... Was that the end of the main line, or is there more stuff
Travel
with
with
this?
care, friend. Dangers are all about.
We have control of several key footholds in our city, the entrance to the royal palace, but there are still many of Ordok soldiers in the streets. They need to be mopped up and all traces of their leadership dismantled from the journey. Okay, we can... So I have to help these 4 to complete this quest. The fight goes on. It gives me another essence. I'm curious how much more actual story there is. Do we get to fight him, or are they going to continue it later? Because I do know they're going to add another region for free in a couple months. So I'm wondering if we're going to have to chase them or not. I don't know.
Zaradan.
I have a request for you, Zollin. If you are returning to the city above, I have heard from some of the soldiers that the Ordaki... Let's see here real quick. The Ordaki sorcerer near the Great Temple were wielding strange implements that seem to bolster their magic. They described them as pitch-black metal rods, sharpened to a point at the end. It seems likely to me that they were made by the Tharduth, which are the undead guys, and the Utugi brought them into the city as a gift for their Ordaki allies. The Tharduth will pose a great threat to the people of Shagana, and we must learn what we can be about their powers. Please find any and bring them to my study. All right.
This valley belongs to the Shagani, and no one else.
No one else. Our soldiers are still up from these fighting, barely in the streets. There must be something we can do to lift their spirits. Find my Arduli above and use their war horns to rally our soldiers. They all look up with your respect, Zollin. They all look up to you with respect, and the spirit will be lifted by your leadership. Oh, well, I mean, shucks, thanks. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
What say you, traveler?
The Otogi. What say you, traveler? The Otogi have spotted in the streets of Imaxtur. The elder orcs must have come to try to ensure the Tharduth will enacted. In this case, you must keeping the city under Otogi control. They seem to have set up strongholds on the south side of the city, near the Great Temple. See what you can do to keep their power in check. You mean kill them? Yes, I could do that. I could do that. Alright, so I'm curious how much more of the story. So we finished the chapter. We're done with the chapters. But clearly we didn't finish this part of the story. And it's interesting to me how they made the main chapters finish the Song of Wave and Winds, which was the original main plot with a lot of the main characters. But how, for this one, they kind of just made them quests as story. It's not like an epilogue or an epic or a prologue or anything like that. It's just, I mean, obviously an epilogue and prologue are before and after, right? But it's interesting they didn't make them into like an actual chaptered book. Murgala it's very interesting to me they did like that. Okay, so anyway, so I need to get back up there, right? Do I get back into the city the same way? That is the question. Oh. All right. Let's get back up to the top. I think I probably need to go back into the gates. I wonder if I can just ignore these guys and run the same path that they brought me up there originally. Zollin's in full run speed mode. Whoop, you missed. I forgot how far up we went. Oh my gosh. I do love that. I did hear they're buffing Red Guardians damage-wise, but they're making it where our run speed instead of 70, it's only 50. But I don't think they're changing the time, so I shouldn't complain because I don't know why they lowered the champion's time so much. I'm not quite sure about that. Can I open this? Okay, good. So, I think it's this door. Get him, boys. Those are our guards. They just look kind of similar. Okay, so now that we're in the main city, what is this? Battle horn. Used to rally the allies, soldiers in Imaxtur. Oh, that's kind of cool. When do I use it? Oh, we'll find out. That's interesting. Okay, so, whoa, that's a lot in the city. Okay, all right. Well, let's see. The fight goes on is what we're doing right now, so I don't know. I guess the first thing we do is just mop up any bad guys. So a lot of these are civilians, obviously, so we need to go to the parts of the city that are still under fighting. We're obviously not here to hurt the civilians that have been under cruelty of control. So here's some of the guards that are still against us. And if he's gonna come at me, he's gonna not survive. Alright, gotta kill 15 of those. Got it. Let's see. Can I just pull a bunch right now and just get it done quick? Now, if I do this right, I can line of sight these guys. Make them all come to me here. Well, I wanted to line of sight them. Let's do this. Hide in this corner. When they all come up here. Aha, look at that. Take that. Hey, you thought you had me cornered, but I had you cornered. Wow, they do a lot of stunts. It's kind of annoying. All right. 6 out of 15. I'm curious if I can do other things as I do this, though. Let's see. So this one, the boon of the... that is the battle horns to rally people. So let's go to those points while we beat up bad guys. Just because I bet... Otherwise, we're going to have to walk through them anyway. Aha, I can do stuns too. Take that. Ah! They blinded me! Ow, my eyes! Oh! Ugh. That blind effect is too real. That was painful. Sorry if that blinded anyone else. Ouch. Darn sorcerers. This city is massive, by the way. This is crazy. Man, those stories were... We went through so much story. I feel overwhelmed still how much story we went through in the last, like, hour and a half. It's like, it was so much. I wanted to try to skip this guy. Oh, no, they're going to make it where I have to aggro. Okay. So, oh, that's really... Actually, it's a beautiful palace. Alright, so these are the guys supposed to rally? Rally, men! Rally! Do I just rally on them over and over? Yeah, here I just walk up to this guy and hey, hello there! This is what I'm supposed to do? Be rallied! Okay, no, it doesn't let me do it over and over. That still cannot be used again. Wait, do you have to do it like while you're in combat? Huh. What's up here? Oh, pretty. So they are like, they're protecting the people of the city though still. Okay. This is legit. This city is massive. Wow. How cool is that? Also, guys, if you are... My chat seems to be glitching out. Can you guys see my chat? It seems to be being a little weird right now. I don't see any chat. I'm going to do a little quick test here. Can you guys do a little chat? Anyone here watching the stream? Ah, test. Thank you. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad you're all here. No worries. It was weirding. It deleted all my chat, so I was just making sure it was still working. All right. Thank you guys. We're good. I didn't know if anyone was like asking me questions and the chat's just not working. All right, good. We're good. Watching. Sweet. Good. Well, I appreciate everyone being here. I mean, absolutely. I'm glad you guys are here. All right, so I have to go to the next spot, most likely to do more summons. But I'm glad it's working. I've been trying to fix the Twitch chat this whole time. What's up, guys, over there in the Twitch? What's up? The quest line ends abruptly because it's not finished on live. Oh, okay. It goes straight to the 6th man that drops in the 20th. Got it. Okay, so the quest line I'm doing right now is going to kind of end abruptly. Okay, all right. Well, that's good to know for us watching. I can still try to finish some of it right now, though, for sure. But, so it's going to be part of the new instances. That makes sense because they did that in the past. All right, I think I need to beat up this guy. Okay. Did I need to grab anything up here? Nope. Alright, well, I beat that guy up. No, don't you dare try to do that stupid blinding spell on me. Never again! Will my eyes be blinded by that. Alright, sweet. Now... Where else do we have to do the rally ability? Boon. Okay, so I need to go down there. So let's just kind of run there. This is beautiful. All right, well, that's good to know. So we finished the main chapter. The Song of Wave and Winds is done. But the new stuff for the Kingdoms of Harad, he gets away. So do we actually, for that question in Twitch, the Fallen Palace should be fun. The dev change. Good info, by the way, from Twitch. Thank you. Was Insanus, the same dev, did the Fortress of Dune Shuma last cap. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that one. I thought it was fun. So, so we don't actually kill either of them then yet. We don't get either of the two people yet in the main storyline here. It kind of just ends because I bet you they're going to be like parts of the instances, and then I have a feeling they're planning on continuing the storyline a bit into another free area that they're going to add if you own the new Kingdoms of Harad. But should they give it to us for free? Oh, that's a dead end. I'm in danger. Are these all dead ends? Nope. We can go this way. Ah! Run! They're shooting arrows in me.
Khazad, I menu!
All right. Surprise! I may have brought a lot of enemies here with me. And take that. And that. Spin to win! Alright, that's really good info, though. I appreciate that from Twitch. Thank you very much. Okay, so that means I don't feel as the need to, like, complete all of this 100%. So we kind of know that this quest line is going to kind of end abruptly after we do this. But we don't... Do we actually fight them again? The main characters at this point? Do you know? That's the big question for me. If we fight them again or not. For the storytelling. Because if we don't, what I'll do is this will be our last of the New Kingdoms of Harad. We finished the main story for the Waves of Wind. And then you'll see the instances in all my other streams, obviously. So part 8 will finish up our series here. Doesn't mean I'm not going to continue it when it comes out with more. But it'll probably put onto a LOTR Tale or a LOTR Adventure playlist, my voiceover series playlist, which is LOTR Tale, which I plan to make more on, but it's actually a lot farther back in the story because I've been doing all of the stories of LOTRO, and if you've been playing this game for 18 years, like I have, there's a lot. So, and doing voiceovers for all of them adds time, which is what's fun. I love it. I love to chill and relax, enjoy the story, and do voices. I mean, that's what I hope you guys like while you're here, right? That's my goal. But it definitely obviously slows it down than just like picking up the quest and continuing into the next thing, right? You know, except done, moving on. But the stories are really well written stories. They're really fun. Yeah, I like it. All right, so what I need to kill then is use the horn over there. And I need to kill, ooh, a Tugi. And a Tugi Idale Devastator. Come fight me, you scary giant orc. No, she's gonna try to blind me! Oh, she feared me. Oh, too bad for her. I have turned the tables, and I redirected her magic onto herself, and then she was feared. Ha 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 ha. Alright. Don't underestimate a dwarf. Alright, so these are the Atugi we need to kill. So, we need 10 of them, and we need to defeat the Blood Hands. What a lovely name. The real question is, does he have blood in his hands because he's killed people, or does he just never wash his hands? It's probably both. Maybe he overwashes his hands. Okay. Well, let's see. He is back there, I believe. Oh, he's all the way in the back? Let's see. Collect Thawtooth implements. So the Thawtooth implements are all around here. These Atugi are just going to be in my way the whole day, aren't they? I need to collect the implements. Are they on the ground or they just drop off people? I really don't know, so I guess I'm just gonna find out by killing this guard. Did he drop one? He did not drop one. Okay. We're actually almost done. We just need to go kill the boss, rally those people, and then we can go turn these in. She drop it? No. Oh, wait. Shylah. No, she did not drop the implements. It's not these guys, right? Priestess of Command? They're holding the black, scary things that she was explaining to me. That are like evil staffs. Come on, did she drop it? Oh gosh, this man's trying to like summon something. Oh no, he has summoned an ally. Shadow Seeker. That thing actually is kind of scary. What the heck? Bro, you don't just summon demons, man. You don't know how to control that thing. Good thing my axe is magical. Wink, wink. Only it makes sense to kill it. All right, so yeah, they're not dropping anything here. So let's go kill the boss at the end, and I'm sure we'll find a pile of these weapons somewhere. Can I summon my war mount here? Alright, the boss should be down here. Collect the implements. The Thardy's implements. I don't... Oh my gosh, that's LOTR Docky. Okay, hold on. We're going to slow down here for a second. Okay. Let's beat up whoever's following us. These guys are really strong. Like, they have really high mitigations, because it's taken me a lot to kill them. It's a really tough area, clearly. Endgame area. Okay. For being just, like, just in the open world, this is quite challenging. Is that him? There he is! Wait, is that him? So called the heart. No, that's different. Bloodhand, there he is! Hey, Mr. Bloodhand! Oh, come over here. I have a question for you. I want to ask you a question. Oh, he wants to ask me a question too. What a mutual beneficial situation this is. Whose question shall be sharper? Follow me down the hill. All right. Aura of Command. I don't know what that is, but you're not going to do it. Gosh, he is tough. These guys are really tough. I'm really going to have to respect this place. Okay. Killed him. That is done. So we probably don't need to be in here, except that guy looks really scary and cool up there. The Hollow-Hearted. Can I sneak in? Oh, nope. Nope, didn't think so. Dude, these guys look so cool. They're such cool orcs. Dang, their defenses are crazy. And I don't have good DPS gear, but still. I'm just like not hitting them hard at all. I am in the right tree, right? Yeah. Gee. Oh great, the other two pulled. Good thing I'm also extremely tanky. Yep. Oh man, might take guards forever to kill things, but they can't kill me either, so haha! Die. At least it's cinematic for the stream, right? Oh, no. You're dead. Take that. Who's this guy? Sokol, the Hollow-Hearted. Oh, you have no heart, sir? Let's battle it. Let's battle it. What do you just put on me? Fear of Damudur. Whoa, 30% increase coming damage. I think not. All right, let's go ahead and put all our bleeds on him. Combo. Time to do bleeds. Whew. I guess he can spin to win too. Yikes. All right, here we go. Ready? Full combo of all my wombos. This is overkill. That was way too much damage at the end. I did like 200,000 more damage. Okay, so pretty much all I have to do is rally the people and then collect the implements. I don't know why I don't see implements anywhere. Also, that Shadow Seeker he summoned is still just chilling in there. Can I just ignore it? Go this way? Oh, nope. That Shadow Seeker is a cheater and somehow knew where I was. What? How did I get in aggro range? It must have had something because he was summoned. That's crazy that it did that. That aggro range was insane. There's no way. I don't buy it, guys. I don't buy it. There's no way. Oop. I might get attacked by now. Alright. Well. So, the rally spot we need to do to rally our allies is the Belwynne. It's over there. And the implements are supposedly clearing the streets. Defeat that guy. He's right over there. Let's go defeat him. What is that? Oh, implement. That's an implement. We found one. Oh gosh, I don't want to find all those. That sounds like a pain in the butt. I wonder if you can pick the same one up over and over. Just like log on and just pick it up later. So they're little tiny boxes, huh? Let's see, how do we sneak?
Precious, how do we sneak to him? Can we go through there? Shadow Princess. I wish I was a burglar right now. I could just burglar my way through.
Honestly, this is when I wish I was a burglar for things like this. So you can just like sneak by all the ads. Definitely the best thing about the burglar class. There's lots of good things about the burglar class, but when it comes to solo gameplay, they're really fun when you're trying to find people or do find things and just slip through the crowds and no one even knows you're there.
Shh, we're being sneaky.
Ah! You saw me. Darn it. Dwarves in full body armor aren't sneaky enough, guys. Dang it. All right. But you know what we are? We're natural sprinters, and we're very dangerous over short distances. Ooh, implement! Can I get it before they shoot me? Got it! Ah, you're too late! Oh! Implements! Oh, there's what's his name? Hello there! All right. Reverse! Oh yeah. Reverse turn the tables, stuns. She's trying to cast a spell on me. I don't think so. Oh gosh, you're doing lots of damage. Ow, my eyes! My eyeballs! I think I'm casting abilities right now. Gee, Willikers. They're actually making me really have to think about this fight. Dude, I hate these Shadow Seekers. Bad. I'm not looking forward to seeing these in instances. They seem like they're a pain in the butt. All right, well, we got the boss. We got the implements. And now we just need to get a few more of them on the way back, and we need to do the rally horn. There's another implement over there, so I'll grab it. It looks like we cannot grab the same ones. Good to know. There's an Utugi that was hiding, apparently. Oh my goodness. They place these guys just far enough apart that they're annoying. I'll give them that. Nowadays, what run around hitting your delete key. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that is the play, isn't it, to find them. I didn't even know that they were a thing on the ground, though. That was the challenge when I was first trying to figure it out. I thought they dropped off somebody. I didn't realize it was a pickup item. Okay. Everybody, we're gonna eat a snack. We're gonna get on a warhorse. And somehow try to navigate it through the streets. What's over there? What's that one right there? Implements of evil. Okay, well we can see where the rest of implements of evil are. We know there's one right over there. Oh no. Yeah, warhorse is going to be very, very hard to implement in this small confined space. There's some in here. Archer's trying to shoot me, so I'm just gonna hide in the room. No summoning that stupid shadow. Oh my gosh, there's another one? The music is so, like, stressful. It'd be very embarrassing to die when there's 100 people here. Don't worry, guys. I'm fine. I'll survive. All right. There we go. Gosh, I would not want to come in the city and be on landscape difficulty mode. Oh my gosh, that sounds like absolute, like a challenge. We should do that. I like how this one's just sitting in this room on the ground under the couch. Where did you put your Sauron implement that was given to you by the Startooth? I think I left it under the couch in that one room outside. What? How disrespectful. They said it was mine. I could do whatever I want. All right, we got none over here. Oh, there's none at all over here. There we go. Now we know. It does look like there's an implement up the stairs, and there's two over there. So we only need two more, so we know there's one over here. So let's just go get this one. If I hide behind this wall for a split second, I might be able to pick it up and run. Got it! Ha ha! Zollin, the Roadrunner. Okay, I have a plan. Here's my plan. We're gonna stun them all. We're gonna try to pick it up. Oh, no, they're not gonna let me do it. Darn, I thought I was being so clever. Oh man, this is actually gonna be hard. Hopefully I can do this. Oh my gosh. Dwarven Endurance! Heal pot! Oh gosh. I got an archer back there too. I don't want to step on whatever that AoE they put down as it does a bunch of damage. Okay, I survived that. Crazy enough. That felt a little bit too crazy to me. I had to pop an Endurance of Stone, 30-minute cooldown. We dwarves can turn on 50% damage reduction for 10 seconds, which is pretty awesome. Definitely, I think, probably one of the best things for tanking. To be able to just reduce your damage by 50% for a flat period of time is very, very good. Okay, so we are now at the point where I just need to do the rally, and we're done. So to rally, we need to, there are two spots. We're going to go to that one over there. So... Now, I did 4 at one spot, so I'm curious if I even have to go to the third spot or not. Guess we'll find out. Whew, well. thanks everyone for being here tonight. Or if you're watching this later, it's VOD, any time of the day or night. Or is it even night for you? Where are you in the world? I always like to leave that on a video or a stream. I like to be like, all right, tell me in the world where you are when you're watching. That's kind of fun. Oop, roll on the ground. I am on the west coast of America. I'm in California area. Oop, oop, oop. Getting shot at by lots of arrows. Turning left. Woo-doo-doo-doo. Upstate New York. Nice, nice. I'm in more of the Southern California area. Oop, I'm getting stabbed. California is a very large place. I don't usually say exactly where I am, obviously, for privacy. No one give us your address, though, please. Just the state or country. All right, there we go. We got to summon. Here's the guys. We must rally them with the rally horn. Be rallied. Be rallied. There we go, we're done. Okay, so what we can do now is we can ride and turn all these in, and we'll find out if it kind of finishes up the quest here, or if it has a continuous for the story, but I think that'll be probably about it. But maybe we'll get some cool last little story moments, so let's see. I really enjoyed the end of the story of the Raven Winds. I gotta say, I hate it that Elraandor was killed. Spoilers. Darth Vader's his father. Han Solo died. Just kidding. But yeah, but you know, it was. I understand. He's a made-up character. He can be killed. I get it. It was startling. I'm over here like totally lost how I get back down. I might just honestly use a horse. Teleport with my horse. Get back. Yeah, I wish, why can't you jump down? I hate that. Just let me jump to my death. They're like, no. All right. I give up. We're going to use a teleport. Also, I thought... Oh, I see what I did. Never mind. Alright. There we go. That's not the right one. Alright. Teleporting. No more of this running around in circles. Poof. It's magic. And then just poof. It's, always reminds me of that spot in Harry Potter when they're like Harry's trying to get the information out of Slughorn at Hagrid's house, and then the fish just poof, poof. They're like totally like been drinking too much. It's so silly. I always think about that. It was like magic.
It is good to see you.
It's a really good scene though. All right, so Indigala Anara. There's actually a quest there, it says. What quest do I have there? Huh. Why did it say I have a quest there? I don't have a quest on my tracker for that area. Weird. Now, normally on Monday nights, I can't stream like this because normally I'm at Orchestra and Choir on Monday nights, but it's off still. We're on a holiday. But if you guys really enjoy some streams later in the evening, it seems like you guys do. We have 100 people here, almost in both streams. I could try to do some more evening streams in the weekdays too. On different days, do it. Like even if it's a little later in the evening on Monday. Oh, yep, that's what I thought was gonna happen. The game's like, it's over. you are now kicked from this session. And I'm like, no, wait. I want to see the ending. You can't kick me until I'm totally out. Yeah, so because like right now, let's see. Yeah, if I did a stream on Monday night after, it'd be really late. But maybe like Tuesday, possibly Thursday night, maybe even Friday night after our event. But normally on Fridays I already do a stream anyway, but not this late. I don't usually stream this late, but clearly a lot of you guys are interested, so I will keep that in mind. I plan on making a lot more videos soon too, so. Over the next few days. Just been crazy. I feel like I've been putting so much time into this series, though, of streams. I've put in, I think, like, how many hours this week? Probably done like 12 hours. And that's not counting our kinship streams we did and stuff, so. Over the last, like, 3 days. So 20, 25 hours of streaming. You want to go watch the whole series, you can. I appreciate the support. Don't forget to throw a like on there if you do enjoy yourself. That really does help me. I really don't like to bug people by saying, oh, like the video, you know, click the bell, you know. If you want to, please do support in that way. It's free. But don't, it's not the end of the world. But again, watching the streams and the videos live or as a VOD helps tremendously. So thank you to all of you who are watching right now. That really does. Watch time matters a lot on YouTube. I'm still learning how that kind of works, but it definitely matters. It says there's a quest here. It's lying to me. It says Captain Hamnaba is here, but he is not. That's what I thought. Okay, we're going to teleport and turn in the 4 quests. And see what the fight... When we complete these 4 quests, it's going to finish. The fight goes on. It's going to give me a blue treasure box. Maybe I'll just open it and find out what it is. And then we also get a Sun-Kissed Flickering Essence, which is the purple one. And that is better than the generic ones they have right now. We can't even get the higher level essences yet. Hopefully we'll be able to craft them later on, but we're about to get a bunch of gear and stuff soon.
Friend.
Let's see, it was Nar or something, right? Is this one? Nabsuba. Yeah. Just double checking I'm not teleporting to the wrong place, because that's always embarrassing when that happens. Whee! And we're off into the sunset. Cue the music. All right. Here we are in the little valley under the crack. All right, we have done your quests.
What say you, traveler?
What say you, traveler? With the defeat of the captains and the Ordaki are on the last leg, all that remains is to claim the palace, and we will have won this battle. Excellent work, Zollin.
What can I do for you?
Have you collected the implements? You hand Sor Malak one of the chests. She opens it and gingerly inspects the black rod inside. I feel uneasy just being near this, Zollin. This is powerful dark magic, indeed. Thank you for gathering them for me. I hope I can better instruct us in how to face the foes in future battles.
Travel with care, friend. Dangers are all
You
around.
have returned. Did you sound the battle horns, lift their spirits? There is nothing about that, about the horn themselves, you know. What was special was the person sounded it. You! Oh, man, this guy is like really like pumping up my ego. I'm glad he loves me so much.
Is there something you need?
Is there something you need? You have cleared the Otogi from the city. Thank you, Zollin. This is one fewer foes attempting to thwart our war effort. I have a feeling that it is not the last we have seen of the accursed things, however. All right. And turning in the quest that we have now completed all the others.
Travel with care, friend.
There you
Dangers
are.
all about.
Your work has paid off, and the remaining enemy forces have retreated into a handful of fortified areas. Sor Makel, Razael, and each have a mission to complete, but we'll need your help. The battle is almost won. Oh, there's going to be a second layer of quests?
What say you, traveler?
Complete the instance. Oh. There's an instance. So is this the abrupt end? Are these instances not out yet? Let's find out real fast, and we could end it, end it for the night here. But let's find out. We have located the city guards barracks on the western side of Imextul. Our scouts tell me it has become unusually quiet. The guards no longer seem to be coming and going. They have also spotted an Untugi group in the area. We are unsure why, as they have mostly seemed to stay near their stronghold on the other side of the city. I would like to investigate the barracks, as we believe it has also the location of the city's armory, but I sense something is amiss. The two of us will go alone, so as not to pull anyone else at a risk in the event that it is a trap. We will investigate the barracks and return with any weapon we can find. We can surely use them to arm our growing rebellion. Yes, for the rebellion.
What can I do for you?
Zollin, I have another request, if you can care to join me in the battlefield. With a palace becoming embroiled in fighting, and a malignant entity taking over the minds of those inside, I am concerned that the items of great historical value will be destroyed. Imextul is truly ancient, dating back to Nisakari dynasty. We must ask to protect any old records left inside, or they will be lost forever. Okay, so these are all quests you teleport in to do.
Travel with care, friend.
Travel with care.
Dangers
Oh,
are all
Zollin,
around.
something troubles me. You remember Kotora's story, yes? If she spoke true, and the one called Thorin Engranger is driving the people inside the palace to madness, does that mean that the civilians are in danger? A palace that large have considerable servant staff. I propose we find a way into the servants' quarters, the palace, and see for ourselves if the staff remain, and if they need our help. Not every person from Ordak need to be our enemy. Okay, so those are all teleport-in instances. So, I have a gut feeling that these will probably be like some kind of daily. If not, this is probably going to end abruptly, this quest line, like was told by our friend here in Twitch. Thank you for that info. There are like 3 or 4 little instances. It's not much left to do. Okay, so those little instances are the end. Which, thank you for telling me the info there. I appreciate that from Twitch. The ultimate Kyle. Thank you very much, Kyle, for that info. But anyway, so pretty much it's these last little instances. I am not going to worry too much about doing them. Now, just so you know, because the main story bulk is done. We're going to be doing the instances and raids when they come out. So that'll be really exciting. So stay tuned for that on the channel. If you want to do a subscribe and hit the bell, sweet, awesome, appreciate it. Or follow on Twitch, awesome. Appreciate that support. But keep in mind, a lot of more cool stuff coming. The new instances, we'll be covering that. I'll be trying to make guides on that. We'll have a lot of fun. My voiceover series, I plan to do more LOTRO Tales episodes, which are just 20-minute episodes of me doing kind of what I've done on the stream today, but just more concise and just straight walking around doing the story and voices. But yeah, that's where we are today. I hope you had a blast. Thank you everyone for being here. Again, we have almost 100 people in both the streams together. I really appreciate you guys all being here. That was really, really nice. Have a great and wonderful day, Millers. If you'd like to join our community, we do play on the server Glamdring, just before you leave, so you know. And you can join my Discord, even if you're not on Glamdring, or you just want to be in the community of Voice of the Rings here on the channel. That's kind of our hub where we do everything. We have lots of fun there and chat and do things. Yeah, it's right there, voicerings.com if you'd like to join that. And again, if you really want to go above and beyond, you can go follow me on X and Facebook and all those other ones. I'm trying to get those up, and I can stream on those simultaneously. But anyway, have a great day, guys. Stay happy. And I'm at your service and your families. Baruch Khazad, Khuzad, I'm Menu. Thanks to my patrons, Martin, Elraandor, Reb, and all my patrons for their support. I do the channel full-time, so that means a lot. And thank you guys for watching, liking, and subscribing, and all that jazz. Stay happy. Hope you have a great day, Miller. Hope this made your day a little better. And I had a blast. I hope you did too. That's the goal. You're having fun, I'm having fun, and we're doing Lord of the Rings stuff. Also, I'm going to be reviewing some of these helmets soon, too. These replicas. I have a replica playlist, so. Until that time, see you soon. You have any questions for me before I leave? Now's your chance. Alright, guys. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Have a good one. We will wave bye here from our horsey. Baruch Khazad, Khuzad, I met you. See you guys. Have a great day.
Baruch Khazad!
Rah! Yeah. All right. See you soon. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Appreciate it. I will be back with another stream on I don't know. We might do another stream sooner rather than later on the weekdays. We'll see. A lot of you seemed like you really love this. So let me know in the comments, too, after when it turns into a video. And on the stream here. Appreciate it. See you guys soon. Got more videos coming. I'm trying to make some tomorrow, too, for the series. So check out LOTR Tale if you like this. You'll like that.